He went last weekend against the Hanwha Eagles, 4 2/3, 1 run allowed, and against some of the best hitters in South Korea, 2 guys who are playing in the World Baseball Classic, Rowe and Moon. Lewis Thorpe sat them down, made him go 0 for 6 with 3 strikeouts. Now, Ed, we're talking too much about pitching. That's not our normal mojo. How about the sluggers on the Aces offense?
Well, we start with Darryl George. 7 hits in his last 3 games. He's been on fire. And how about our new catcher, Joe DeLuca? He's got a home run from the left side and a home run from the right side. So I expect some fireworks tonight.
Aces looking to bounce back. They dropped game number 1. If they want to stay in contention for the Diamond Duel trophy, well, it's do or die tonight. Game number 2, Aces v KT Wiz Diamond Duel. Are you ready, Ed?
I'm ready.
I'm ready. You're ready. First pitch coming right up.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's now time to welcome your Melbourne Aces out onto the diamond. Here is
The plate making his debut is Pat White. He was talking with Jeff Dunn before the game, trying to get some younger guys into the umpiring fraternity here in Victoria, and he steps in tonight. Big night for Pat White.
Big night for Jordan Ellis, tonight's left fielder, number 7 right there. He got 2 hits as a pinch hitter in game number 1. The youngster, Ed, only 17 years old.
Well, he's from Geelong, wanted to look good in front of the home crowd, and certainly did that. He really was another one of these young Aces players getting time this year, which is great to see.
The game 1 in Geelong was a special bonus game played off-site, not here at Melbourne Ballpark. It was the first time that the International Baseball Showdown was played in Geelong, and Ed, it was a massive success. 1,107 fans, a Geelong Baseball Center attendance record.
Talking to Morgan McCullough before the game, he said it was great to go to a different venue, play on grass, play in front of a really passionate crowd that you could really hear throughout the whole game. So, yeah, it just sounded like a win-win for everyone except the Aces on the field. That would be the only one that didn't win.
This man will be trying to lead the Aces to a win. It's Lewis Thorpe, the left-hander, the workhorse, and the ace of this staff.
He's been special and just been a lot of fun to watch this summer. I mean, obviously, Major League Baseball credentials. He's played at every level of baseball in the U.S. He's played around the world. Just a true professional, and as I said, just a lot of fun to watch this summer.
All eyes on Greg Bird, tonight's first baseman. Over 80,000 viewers for Game 1. Aces versus KT Wiz in the Diamond Duel, and that's not counting the Aces Korean TV deal. Tons of people tuned into this International Baseball Showdown to see some of the best go at it. The KT Wiz, like you said, Ed, so much to prove this season. They made the postseason 5 straight times before 2025. Their fans expect it.
Yep.
They didn't get it, and now a sense of urgency.
Yeah, I agree. I feel a lot different seeing them come in compared to Hanwha, who'd been in the Korean series. Not that Hanwha is complacent or anything, but they kind of came in with that, we know what we need to do thing. KT seems a lot more fired up, disciplined, ready to improve on that record, that sixth place finish last year.
Friday night, a typical night or a typical start for Lewisthorpe. He did it against Hanwha 7 days ago. There's his battery mate, Joe DeLuca, who has been swinging a red-hot bat. But Thorpe against some of the best players in South Korea, including Roh and Moon for Hanwha. As we touched on in the pregame, he sat them down to make them go 0 for 6. Lewisthorpe, some of his best baseball all season.
It's going to be interesting to see tonight because we're going to see some of the younger players for KT, starting off with Hyeong-jun. He's the right fielder, 23-year-old. Only had 34 at-bats last year. Lee Gang-min is a rookie, hit a home run in the opening game of the series. He'll hit second. And Ryu Hyun-in, second year with KT after he came back from military service, which is mandatory in South Korea. So some younger guys and some backup guys getting some action tonight.
The Aces v KT Wiz Diamond Duel returns to Melbourne Ballpark. Game number 2, we're about set. Bunt shown, wisely taken. Ball number 1 to Hyeong-jun. And Ed, I'm pretty sure he will be having more than 34 at-bats with the team if he swings it like he did on Monday. Shows bunt again at strike 1. He went 4 for 5 and scored 3 runs. He set the table for that entire lineup.
Yeah, that's pretty special. He's third-round draft pick back in 2021, as I mentioned, then did his military service.
It's a ground ball, but foul.
I haven't seen as much bunting as we thought we might see. That sometimes is a big part of the game in Korea and Japan, but we haven't seen as much.
We didn't see it in the Sky Battle. We did a little bit more small ball played by the KT Wiz. They had a few hit and runs. They did have a bunt in the first inning of game number 1. So a completely different style from KT compared to Hanwha. It's been fun to see the difference between these two KBO clubs, Ed.
Yeah, Hanwha definitely relying on some of the big hitters. You mentioned Roh Hee-swan. He is a big hitter, and Moon, of course. So, yeah, I think a very different style of play.
2-2 to the leadoff hitter. Up the middle, off the mound, takes a funky bounce into the glove of Greg Bird, but unable to make the play at first. So hit hard, hits the right spot for Ryu, and it's a leadoff single for KT.
Did that hit the rubber, or did that hit Thorpe?
That looked like it hit just to the right of the rubber from our angle.
Yeah.
For the fans watching at home, it would be the left of the rubber. Just took a funky bounce, moved Greg Bird off the bag. Nothing he could do there. Just another solid hit from Ryu.
Yeah, continues the hitting streak.
Well, that'll bring me into the keys to KT. Keep playing at 1,000 miles per hour. Small ball, put pressure on the defense, which Ryu just did. Hit and runs as well. Look out for that tonight.
This is Lee Gang-min, and he got a lot of press back in Korea as Thorpe goes over to first. Try and keep Ryu close. Had a lot of press in Korea after that home run in that game 1. Second round draft pick. No, only 19.
Up and in. He's one of KT's shiny new rookies who they're ready to show off. He grew up as a Wiz fan. He watched games with his family. Now he's playing for them, and he hit a home run in his first game with KT in Geelong. It was a great moment.
Yeah, that's pretty special. No doubt about it.
I keep saying Hanwha. Hanwha left just a few days ago. They were training here at Melbourne Ballpark. KT, of course, training in Geelong. and they made the trip over here about 50 minutes for tonight's contest, also tomorrow's.
Should set the Aces outfield for you. Ellis in left, Gomez in center, Jordan Sckett in right. Infield, Estrada's at third, Greg Bird over at first, just saw him. Kim at shortstop, McCullough at second, and Joe DeLuca behind the plate.
One and two. KT was so good on 2 strikes in Monday night's game. And we saw it with Ryu, a 2-strike single just a moment ago. Let's see how the shortstop Lee can respond. Swung on and missed. The first out for Thorpe is a K. That'll bring up Ryu Hyun in, the third baseman.
25-year-old, he played in the Futures League last year, returning from military service as well. So a few of those guys you will see tonight.
He lifts one that's going to stay in the infield. Greg Bird is there to make the catch.
Love how Thorpe at that point basically was like, I have no idea where it is, you take it, which is what the pitcher is supposed to do anyway. It's very funny, though. He was like, where is it, where is it? Bird waltzes in, snags it.
Bird saw it the whole way.
Yeah.
I mean, as a pitcher, especially if you're flying off that mound going
it's
toward the third base side,
Absolutely.
to immediately react is tough. But
Correct.
It's nice having a first baseman like Greg Bird, who's done it a few times. Cleanup hitter, Kim Min-hyuk.
10th year with KT. Had been a leadoff hitter. Very fast. Great bunter, I'm told. My sources in Suwon tell me. Likes to swing at early pitches. Did hit 287 last year, which was second best among all the KT regulars.
Interesting, Ed. Do you think they move him back to the top when the season starts, or maybe they're trying something a little different, a different wrinkle, testing it out, having him hit middle of the order? What do you think?
Yeah, it could be. I'd like to think maybe they're giving the youngsters a shot at the 1, 2, 3 spots. And he seems like he would be, you know, when you look at the other guys in the lineup, makes more sense for him to be a cleanup hitter, I think, given his average and his experience.
Kim slashed to third base, but a sliding grab by Estrada.
Yeah, that's a heck of a play by Estrada. He's there at third instead of Darryl George, but hit hard, but it's an out.
That'll do it for the road half of the first. Aces coming to bat in Game 2. And the Aces v. KT Wiz Diamond Duel.
When enjoying a punt, easy does it with Punt 123. Punt123.bet is your home for all your punting needs with same race multis and same game multi options, including daily promotions on all the major sporting and racing events. It's punting made easy. Get in the game with Punt 123. Visit punt123.bet or download the app today.
Gamble responsibly. If gambling becomes an issue for you, call 1-800-858-858.
All-Star Access Hire are your access equipment specialists. We have an extensive range of state-of-the-art equipment and we pride ourselves on delivering outstanding customer service. We have the youngest fleet of equipment in Victoria and we are consistently adding new machines. We get to know our customers and form partnerships with them. This video is of our partnership with the Victorian Government at Reservoir Station. All-Star Access Hire are proud sponsors of the Melbourne Aces and our All-Star Bar.
Good night for some ballpark food, some brews, some soft drinks, whatever you need. Bottom of the first, Game 2, Aces v. KT Wiz Diamond Duel. The Aces facing a tough pitcher who had a fine 2025, Ed. It's Oh-won Sok.
He is a 24-year-old left-hander, second year with KT. Before that, he was with one of our favorite teams, the SSG Landers. 93-mile-an-hour fastball, decent curve. Has had a few control issues, but as you mentioned, 11-8 last year, 3.67 ERA.
He faces Gomez to lead off, followed by McCullough and George. Called strike 0-1. The full lineup: Gomez, McCullough, George, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Estrada, Bird, and Sckett, 7, 8, 9. DeLuca, Kim, and Ellis. Smoked the other way, but it's slicing foul. And it actually broke his bat. Surprising that ball went so far.
Defense for KT Wiz, outfield of Kim Bay and Ryu Bay in center field. One of the better defensive outfielders in the KBO. Ryu is at third, on at first. Up the middle is Lee and Kwon, and Han is behind the plate.
No surprise that Gomez can blister the ball the other way. He has 4 homers here in the International Baseball Showdown. 2 of them were to right center field, Ed.
Pitch just missed on the outside corner.
A lot of right-handers we saw in Game 1, and also the Sky Battle versus Hanwha. Not a lot of lefties. Interesting to see O on the mound, and how he will fare against this Aces lineup. Gomez works it full. A leadoff walk for Dario Gomez, and that'll bring up Morgan McCullough, who has been seeing the ball extremely well.
Yeah, this top 5 is a very tricky lineup to face, isn't it? Gomez, McCullough, Darryl George, who's red hot, Estrada, who can really hit, and then Greg Bird.
And then Joe DeLuca.
Well, Sckett and DeLuca, yeah.
And DeLuca's all the way down there at 7, and it really makes the Aces lineup deep.
Yep.
And that is tough to deal with. Partly the reason why they've scored so many runs in the last 4 games against these KBO teams. McCullough, a chopper, foul ball to first base. McCullough went 2 for 4 on Monday night in Geelong. In the 3 games versus Hanwha, he reached base 6 times.
Very little wind at all tonight. Probably the calmest it's been, I would argue, this summer.
It's the nicest summer day there has been here in Victoria. It is smashed, but into the glove of Kwon. He gets one at second. It's a nice double play for Owen Company.
Yeah, that is a super play by a veteran infielder, Kwon Dong-jin. Got a good story about him, too, when he comes up to the plate.
I can't wait to hear it.
Oh, yeah.
With 2 down in the first, it's Darryl George.
Little documentary being shot before the game involving Daryl George.
Really? I'm
Cameras
surprised
following him around.
Surprised they didn't do one on you.
Well,
when's that coming?
I don't know. Hopefully soon.
All jokes, but George, last 3 games, as Ed mentioned in the pregame, 7 hits,
Crazy.
a homer, and 2 doubles. He was expecting something hard, didn't get it. It's 0-2. So could you tell me more? Do you know much about that documentary? I saw the cameras following him all day long.
I think it's for the ABC, but I've been told it's on Daryl. 10-minute video is what I've been told.
Oh, I cannot wait.
I know. I thought they'd interview me and just say, you coined the nickname Mr. Ace.
That was you?
Maybe.
Hey, maybe. It's been too long. You don't even know anymore, Ed. What's going on? You probably did.
You were being interviewed. You were on there for 15 minutes.
Oh, that was a different story. We'll talk about that later. Yes, I was. 0-2. George lofted to right field, but there is Kwon again. So O retires the side in order, a nifty double play, and that'll do it for the first inning. Top second coming soon. Game number 2, Aces v. KT Wiz Diamond Duel. Top seconds. Seeing all those hats, Ed, amazing. We have seen the amount of teams we've seen over these past 2 KBO series. I mean, we've seen KBO hats, MLB, NPB, Aces, of course. We've seen some crazy polls as well.
Certainly have. There's a DH, Hyeong-jun, 33-year-old, 6th year with the Wiz after 4 years with the Lotte Giants. Hit 256 last year.
Already an early win for the Aces because on Monday night's Game 1, they allowed 5 runs to KT in the first inning. The big hole that they were unable to dig themselves out of. But a clean slate here, top of the second. Thorpe seems to have good control of his stuff early. When you're getting batters to go on pitches like those, you know you have it.
With the appeal down to first, Casey Cook said, yep, that's a strike.
Tries to go with something down and away yet again. Count even at 2s. Thorpe is working very quickly, I've noticed.
He is. Which we like. We like a quick pitcher.
We do, and it's a good indicator for his game as well. When Thorpe is not necessarily on that night, he'll tend to work more methodically. He'll slow it down on purpose, trying to play with their timing. But if Thorpe has his stuff, it's go, go, go.
Yeah, it's a good point. Another full count.
It's into shallow left. Jaden Kim calls off his left fielder and makes the catch.
Yep, Kim was on that from the very beginning, even though oftentimes the shortstop will give way to the outfielder coming in, but at that point, Kim had it the whole way, waved off Ellis in left field.
That'll bring up Bae Jung Dae, number 3 overall pick back in 2014. He was drafted by the LG Twins. The LG Twins won the Korean Series in 2025. Ed, of course,
yes.
You know all about that.
Beat Hanwha.
Spamming my phone. This one is driven a long way, the other way, down the line, long way for Sckett. Sckett had no chance.
A little stretch it out, little workout out there in right field.
Yeah, Sickett's getting his steps in on the night. On the corner, 1 and 2. And on the note of Sckett out there running, he's an incredible athlete. His main position, he's a catcher. He's able to catch and then go out there and play a great right field. Another one of those hard hit balls that slices foul. The Aces already shocked many when they beat the Hanwha Eagles 2-0 in the Sky Battle. Looking to do the same here in the Diamond Duel, but they are down 1-0. Swung on and missed. That's number 2 for Lewis Thorpe.
Yeah, and in the few articles I read about the KT win, they were absolutely mentioning the fact that the Aces had beaten Hanwha. Here's On Insan, 24-year-old. His first year here was with the NC Dinos for a couple of years, but also had that military service. He's another one of those guys in between those 2 seasons. So only 6 appearances in 2 seasons with the NC Dinos. So he hasn't played a lot.
1-1. And Ed, the KT Wiz played the Aces last year in more of an exhibition-style game, and you called it. What was that like?
On my own. I wasn't used to calling on my own. It was tough. I know you've done it a lot. I really haven't done it that much, so it was pretty difficult. But the Aces looked really good. Aces played very, very well against KT last year. I don't think KT had this sort of endeavor that they had on Monday night that they had last year.
Thorpe is on tonight. You can tell. 3 strikeouts, a clean second inning at 0-0. Home half of the second on the way in game number 2. Aces v KT Wiz Diamond Duel.
One Love is there for the moments with the people you love the most. To share the highs and the lows together. It's the one for all people, all times, and all places. Brick Lane's One Love Pale Ale. It's the one for all.
With Light and Easy, you can lose weight and enjoy more free time with delicious, healthy meals starting from $7.95 each. Enjoy Australia's best ready-made meal delivery service as awarded by CanStar Blue. Visit lightandeasy.com.au today.
Bottom 2. Aces v KT Wiz Diamond Duel, game number 2 on a fantastic night. There is no wind tonight in Melbourne, which is a rarity.
What happened? climate crisis. No wind in Melbourne.
You could actually hear the birds chirping today instead of the sound of the crazy wind, and it's just a perfect night of baseball. The best day of the summer on a late summer night.
It really is. Good crowd tonight as well. I mean, we just have to be honest. KT are not as popular a team as Hanwha, but you've still got a fair few loyal fans here tonight, which is great, and a really good Friday night crowd.
Calvin Estrada leading off, followed by Greg Bird and Jordan Sckett. It's 4-5-6 after the Aces went 1-2-3 in the bottom of the first. Estrada wastes no time, and that ground ball had eyes into left field and a leadoff base hit.
Yeah, he's just such a good hitter, isn't he? Just a solid, consistent hitter.
His 7th hit in just 4 games here in Australia. He loves it down under.
Yeah, he's been really good. Great addition. I mean, most of these, if not all of them, have been great additions. But you look at DeLuca, you look at Estrada.
And I guess you could put Greg Bird in that category. Although he was an ace last season, he didn't join till late. So, yeah, I guess you could say Bird was an addition as well, that veteran presence for the Aces.
Yeah. Yeah, the only difference, as you say, is we knew what we were getting with Greg Bird. Good eye.
You just have that feeling that Bird is going to break out and hit one deep soon. He walked twice on Monday, sac fly on Sunday versus Hanwha. He hit the ball hard all over the yard. He's up in the count 2-0.
Yeah, if this was that Sunday, the ball would have been out. They had that strong wind on the Sunday game.
Man, Bird could have had 2 home runs.
Yes.
In one game. He had 2 balls to the warning track. 2-1. Ball in the dirt. Ball gets away. There goes Estrada, a runner in scoring position.
Tricky count here for O as well. 3-1. Hitter like Bird, although as we've seen throughout the summer with first base open, he might not. He might be a little more cautious.
Bird lifts one. It's going to stay in the infield. There is Kwon calling off his shortstop. There's 1 out in the second.
Geez, he's been busy, hasn't he, Kwon? 2 putouts and started that double play in the first.
He's actually accounted for every out. He's been involved with every single out for KT.
Great point. You're right. Sure has.
Jordan Sckett digs in. Got his first base hit as an ace back in the Sky Battle. Way inside, blocked. Snared actually by Hahn. Now scoring first for the Aces. Big key to this game. After you trail 5-0 in game 1, you felt like you never truly had it. A base hit here would mean a lot for the Aces' confidence in game 2.
Yep.
Now 2-1 to Sckett. Oh, falling behind in consecutive counts. He did get the best of Bird, but you have another hard-hitting right-handed hitter at the plate. Much like Estrada, who's on seconds. It's grounded to shorts. Making the throw is Lee in time. It's 2 outs. Estrada moves 90 feet closer, he's on third.
Yeah, you could see Lee for a second thinking about going to third for the tag, but realized it made more sense to go to first. Here, we're going to look at it here. Not really hit hard enough to make that play to third. Would have been too tight. Good decision by Lee.
It's just a risky play to make in the second inning in a scoreless game. Maybe later on, he did have some room to make that play, and he could have made a heads-up play. But instead, you take your chances here. Runner on third, 2 outs for Joe DeLuca. How about that block?
Han's been busy this inning, hasn't he?
He has, Ed.
It's like a goalie in the Olympic ice hockey.
He's been busy, busier than you pre-game when you're going around having your chats with everyone. And then you come back and you're like, hey, Andrew, I just talked to blah, 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 blah. I'm like, are you still going? Still going, Ed?
Called doing research, which I know you do as well.
And you have your Suwon sources as well that you mentioned earlier. The secret sources.
Can't mention it.
Up there in Korea. Joe DeLuca playing his 5th game as an ace. He's homered from both sides of the plate. How about that? Off speed works from O to make the count 2-1.
He's originally from upstate New York. I wasn't sure where he was from. I just asked him today. I didn't realize we didn't really know where, or I didn't know where he's from.
Oof. 2-2. I don't think upstate New York rings a lot of bells for people.
Syracuse.
I think of New York. Oh, Syracuse. Yeah, great school, great broadcasting program.
Very good broadcasting program. So many American commentators come out of there.
I think Max Tanzer was a Syracuse guy.
He was close. He was a small school near Syracuse.
2-2, 2 outs. Hammered. It's an RBI single from Joe DeLuca. He cannot stop producing for the Aces.
How good. You're absolutely right. Very well called.
Well, the Aces get the monkey off their backs. They score first in Game 2.
And that's a little bit of small ball there from the Aces, isn't it? Estrada with a single, moves over on a wild pitch, advances on a ground out, and then DeLuca gets him home with a single.
You're right on the money, Ed.
A little dose of KT's medicine.
I'm loving it. 1-0 to Jaden Kim. On the corner, Jaden Kim very close ties with the KBO. He grew up in Korea. His dad, David, played 7 seasons for the LG Twins. Jaden Kim slices one down the first base line, and running out of room is on. Just couldn't quite get there down that track.
Yeah, it was equidistant from all 3 of the guys pursuing it, On, Kwon, and Ryu. So fortunate that Kim hit it there.
Jaden Kim about ready to return to the Pittsburgh Pirates organization this coming spring.
He's been a good addition. We talk about adding guys to the squad, but he's been integral. Obviously, with Jared Dale moving over to the KBO, needed a shortstop.
He's filled that hole very well. Well said, Ed. His defense, you cannot complain whatsoever. So smooth over there at short. He's got his fair few of big hits. Just like last Friday night, 7 days ago, a 2 RBI single against Hanwha with the bases loaded to really change the outlook of that game. Once again, he's down 1-2 with 2 outs here in the second. Kim laced down the line all the way to the wall. DeLuca will hold up at third. It's a 2-out double for Jaden Kim.
And here the crowd erupt on that hit. That was really well hit from the young man.
He seems to be a bit of a fan favorite here during his early time with the Aces.
Yeah, I agree. You can see it there. It's hit the perfect spot.
I will almost say, Ed, it was almost hit a little too hard that it allowed left fielder Kim to get to it, and then DeLuca actually had to stay on third.
Yes. It's a minor complaint.
Minor complaint after that nice double. Sorry, I'm a very critical broadcaster, guys.
You hit it too hard, Jaden.
Jordan Ellis, 2 ducks on the pond, looking to extend the Aces' early lead. He had a fine Monday. 2 hits, 2 infield hits, showing off his speed and also his heart. Check swing didn't matter. It's a called strike, 1-1. Ellis is another one of those super utility guys. He actually caught games for the Aces earlier on in the International Baseball Showdown.
And O's got to focus here and try to get the youngster, because you got 2 men on. You got top of the order coming up.
Tapper, going to be a tough play for O. He can't make it. It's an RBI single for Jordan Ellis. The Aces lead 2-0. Another infield hit for the youngster.
What did I say? Small ball. I got to look at this one again. I almost wonder if you let that one go. You're not going to be able to make the play.
That was my first thought, too.
Yeah.
Was typically you see pitchers let that go and at least give it a chance of spinning out of play.
You're not going to make that play, just the way that's hit right there. And it seemed to be heading towards the line. It may not have gotten there, but I think you needed to risk it.
You at least give it a chance with the spin.
Because you're already going to give up the run.
You're already going to give up the hit and the run either way if you take it, because with Ellis's speed, there's no way you're spinning and making that play. As a lefty, too, having to catch that and turn your body. So I agree with you, Ed, on that one. Maybe you let the spin and have it let go. But nevertheless, runners at the corners with the Aces up 2-0. Backs against the wall here in this game number 2. If they want to take home that Diamond Duel trophy tomorrow night.
Yeah, and obviously we're second guessing. It's very difficult to make that call when you're out there, but I do think that would have been the safer play.
We're couch potato coaches right now, Ed. We got our potato chips. Oh, that guy should have made that play. All in good fun, folks. Gomez walked last inning. There goes Ellis. There's a throw. And he's safe. A stolen bag for Jordan Ellis.
That was closer than I thought it would be, actually, down there. Decent throw from Hahn.
Like you said earlier, Ed, a taste of their own medicine. The Aces are handing it to KT right now with the small ball.
How about a suicide bunt? What do you think? Lay one down.
Oh, my gosh. That'll be too funny. Gomez! Right center! It's gone! The Aces are up 5-0. Dario Gomez clear for takeoff.
You said Aces back to the wall, had to make something happen. We've been talking small ball. That ain't small ball.
Yeah, Ed, I think we should do the suicide bunt. What do you think? If we were to do that over? Gomez, drop one down for us.
How about that?
This is why Ed and I are up here in the booth, and John Diebel calls it from down in the dugout for the Aces.
I wasn't calling for a suicide squeeze.
We were joking for a suicide squeeze.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm not going to put you in that position, Ed. I'm not going to say, oh, Ed thought you should have done a suicide squeeze. No.
Tell Deebs that.
Oh, I will. I'll tell Deebs after the game. We were looking for a squeeze there from Gomez. What happened?
What a shot. Wow.
Well, I mentioned the opposite field power from Gomez early on when he hit that foul ball in the first inning that went all the way down the right field line with a broken bat. Well, yeah, I mean, he really gets into those legs and just drives it.
Seems like a long time ago that Greg Bird popped out and Jordan Sckett grounded out, doesn't it?
It does.
A lot has happened since then. Single, double, stolen base, single, home run.
2-2. Well, Dorados, the team out of the Mexican Baseball League, must feel really good because they just signed Gomez.
Is that right?
Yes, recently.
Fantastic.
Matter of fact, the news, I would say, fully surfaced just about 8 hours ago that Gomez will be signed and will be playing this upcoming summer in the Mexican League. And then he hits a homer right after he gets signed. We'll talk about that more when he steps up for his next at-bat. So the Aces were down 5-0 in Game 1. Well, right back at you.
Yeah.
5-0. The Aces, the home team here in Game 2. Game 1, that special event at Geelong Baseball Center. The ball has been flying in this series early on. Fold to McCullough. McCullough will take a walk, reaching for his first time tonight.
Second walk of the night, and now we see a mound visit. Would suspect this would be the pitching coach, Jae Chun Mo.
And, of course, here in spring training, they would have a quick trigger finger for these pitchers. They want to get guys, or as many guys as they can, working. They had 8 pitchers, Ed, in Game 1. KT did. Our score sheet's going to get ugly real soon.
Yeah. I think Kim Min-soo is up throwing in the bullpen quickly. They're going to leave O in to face Dario George. They might have told him this guy's called Mr. Ace, so be careful pitching to him.
They actually said, hey, Ed named this guy Mr. Ace. And then O's like, Ed Wyatt? Are you talking about the Ed Wyatt? And the pitching coach said, yeah, the Ed Wyatt. Okay. We really got to watch out here.
Exactly.
Daryl George popped out in the first. That feels like an hour ago.
Yeah.
Oh, 1. Oh, Georgie, come on. Another double for Daryl George. Are you serious?
Wow. He's just tearing it up.
Fourth extra base hit in 4 games. Not even 4 games, just over 3. He is tearing the cover off of that baseball.
Or you're going to have to adjust the score sheet.
The Aces have batted all the way through.
Yes.
It was Estrada who started the charge with a single. Here he is. Time called. Well, this may do it, Ed. We're having a conversation. Pat White.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's going to be Kim Min-soo, number 26, 33-year-old veteran, 6'2", with a deceptive delivery is what I've been told.
Oh, I cannot wait from your sources in Suwon, right?
Yes.
Oh, Ed, we're on a roll tonight. We'll take a quick break. The Aces score 5 in the bottom of the second. Still looking for more. Game number 2 of the Aces v KT Wiz Diamond Duel.
One Love is there for the moments with the people you love the most. To share the highs and the lows together. It's the one for all people, all times, and all places. Brick Lane's One Love Pale Ale. It's the one for all.
With Light and Easy, you can lose weight and enjoy more free time with delicious, healthy meals starting from $7.95 each. Enjoy Australia's best ready-made meal delivery service as awarded by CanStar Blue. Visit lightandeasy.com.au today.
Welcome back. Kim Min-soo indeed is the pitcher. And he will be facing Calvin Estrada. First pitch is a strike. Aces have men on second and third. George on second. Morgan McCullough on third. Aces lead at 5-0. Big hit, Dario Gomez, 3-run home run. That's hit into left field. That's going to drop for a hit. McCullough strolls across. Here comes George. Throw will not be in time. 2-run single. Calvin Estrada, second hit of the night. Aces, 7-0 lead. So Aces have batted around. It's Greg Bird's turn again. As you get a look at that great swing from Estrada. He is a tremendous hitter. So here's Bird. Popped up first time up, which was in this very inning. That's popped to left. That is playable. And it is the final out of the inning finally. But the Aces put 7 runs on the board and will take a 7-0 lead into the third inning. Back after this.
At the Sporting Globe, we're a little different to other pubs and bars. We have more than just cooks, we have chefs. We have more than bar service, we have table service. We have more than specials, we have specialties. We have more than live sporting events, we have atmosphere. And we have more than customers, we have fans. It's more than a sports bar, it's a Sporting Globe.
Well, the fans are loving this. 7 runs. This is the series that we all wanted to see against Hanwha. Hanwha was more of a tamed series, had great pitching.
Yeah.
But the ball has been flying, and the Aces v KT Wiz Diamond Duel. Here we are in the top of the third, and Lewis Thorpe is already shoving. Now he has a 7-run cushion. He might just settle right in with the blanket and the pillow.
7 runs, 7 hits for the Aces as we move into the top of the third. And you're right, Andrew. This is absolutely the way that John Diebel wanted this team to start tonight. So the 8-9 hitters here tonight. Han Seung-taek, the catcher, and Kwon Dong-jin, the second baseman. And then the top of the order, Ryu Jun-kyu, the right fielder, who has the only hit of the night for the KT Wiz. Han, of course, we mentioned first year with KT after 10 with the Kia Tigers.
Kia Tigers, don't we know someone on that team?
We do.
What an alley-oop.
Our good friend Jared Dale is off to do spring training with them. Driving his new Kia. They've given him a Kia and an apartment.
Is that confirmed?
Yes, he told me.
Oh, they give everyone a Kia, I'm guessing. I mean, that's awesome. Isn't that an awesome team sponsor, right? Just get a nice fresh Kia out the lot, fresh whip.
It's better like being sponsored by, a bathtub company or something. Everyone gets a free bathtub.
Why are you hating on bathtubs, Ed? What's wrong with the little What's wrong with the little bubble bath, Ed Wyatt? Come on, man.
First thing that popped into my mind.
I love it.
So a walk to Han. And that brings up Kwon Dong-jin that I mentioned. I had a story about him. He said if he made the All-Star game, he would buy a group of fans food and drink at the next home game. And he did. Spent $700 buying food and drink for 8 KT Wiz fans.
Kwon, if you're listening to this, I'm a fan. So if you want to make another deal next year and buy me a car, 감사합니다. Oh, that one didn't feel great. Grazed him a bit.
27-year-old in his 5th year with KT. He joked and said, his wife said something like, why did you tell them how much money you make a month? You should have made it seem like it was less. Because he said he would pay a month's salary or something.
Oh, that's awesome.
A week
that
or
is
whatever
awesome.
It was, yeah.
One, two. Thorpe looking to bounce back after that walk. His first walk of the game, he sat down KT 1, 2, 3 in the second. And again, the second inning that was 4 hours ago. So maybe just knocking off some rust, Lewis Thorpe is, trying to get back into his groove after he got cold over there.
Fell asleep on the bench.
We're talking about pillow and a blanket. Lewis Thorpe had a nice little nap. Time to wake up. That one is driven well. Left field, back towards the track. Another nice catch by Jordan Ellis. We saw one in the series against Hanwha that sent him to the track. And again, just composing himself well out there in the grass.
Yeah, great play by Jordan. Well hit, no doubt about it. Just didn't have the carry. Top of the order now, Ryu Jun-kyu, the right fielder who singled to lead off the game. That little bouncer that went off the mound. First two way outside.
Well, you should pitch carefully to Ryu. 4 for 5 game one.
Yep.
1 for 1 game number 2. And Ed, he's probably earning himself a big spot on this roster going into the 2026 KBO season. These games are important for the staff of not only KT, Hanwha too when we had them. Just to see who are going to be the next guys to step up. Who's going to get these teams over the hump to the playoffs in KT's case. Because last year, Ed, they missed out by a half a game. So who is going to be that guy to just get them there? It could be Ryu this year. And then for Hanwha, in their case, it would be how do we win the Korean series with a few more hits or a few more scoreless innings. And yes, that is ball 4. A little bit of a delay. It is ball 4 to Ryu. He will reach again. Second walk of the inning for Lewis Thorpe, and a little mound visit, a chat with Joe DeLuca.
Yep, it's good from Joe. And like you said, it could be a little bit of that inning was so long that it might have just sort of, Thorpe was so dialed in for those first 2 innings, right? Working quickly, bang, they were quick innings, and then suddenly the Aces had that really long inning, and that could have affected him. We might ask him if we end up chatting with him at some point.
Spoken like a true pro. You know ball, Ed. You've done this for a while.
Yeah,
great point.
Do my best.
Thorpe, his 45th pitch. It's to Lee Kang-min. And oh my, a mile high down the left field line. There's Ellis again. Oh, for a second, the way he was coming over, it was like, is he going to make a Berkey type play over there against the wall?
It was just a meter or two foul or on top of the cage down there. Great hustle from Ellis.
We saw Berkey earlier on in the International Baseball Showdown make a play, collide with the wall, and do a flip. Ellis could have done his best Berkey impression. Instead, it's 0-1.
Lee Kang-min, 19-year-old rookie, second-round draft pick. They expect big things out of him.
It's right back to Thorpe. He spins, throws for out number 2. Both runners will advance.
So puts the runners in scoring position for Hyeong-jun. Grounded or popped out to Greg Bird his first time up.
This is an inning of momentum, as the Aces would call it. After you have an inning where you score 7, you call it a shutdown inning. You go out in the very next one and you keep the momentum. You shut out the other team and make them feel like they have nowhere to go. For KT, you need the exact opposite.
Yep.
You would really love some runs on the board so you don't feel like you're completely out of this game. I know it's still early, but a spot here for Ryu Hyun-un to possibly even score 2.
Yep. Yeah, 2 would be huge here.
Once again, KT took game number 1. It was a barn burner, 8-7 after they led 5-0 early. So you never know in these games. It was a very competitive game number 1. The Aces almost came back and stole it in the 9th inning. But again, it was that early lead. Lewis Thorpe looking for none of that. He doesn't want a close game. He wants to keep it as is with the Aces up 7-2 down in the 3rd. He hits him. Down goes Ryu. And we hope he is okay.
See the concern from Thorpe there. He sort of standing there, making sure that everything's all right.
You never want to see a player get injured in spring training. That is a ownership's worst nightmare.
It's right in the kidney, isn't it? That sort of lower back. Get some magic spray on it. That always helps. So bases loaded now for Kim Min-hyuk. So big chance here for the left fielder.
You never know for KT. You never know if you're going to get another chance like this in this game.
Yep.
If you can load up the bases with the way the Aces were pitching before that Monday night where they were completely locked down. And the Aces do have a well-rested staff as well with those bullpen arms. So it feels like now is a make-or-break moment for the KT Wiz. Down 7, bases loaded, 2 outs. And, of course, their cleanup hitter at the plate.
And Thorpe a little erratic in this inning. Struggling a little bit with his control. Walked 2 and hit 1.
Down 2-0 is Lewis Thorpe. Nowhere to put him.
Got that one across for a strike. Keeps him in it, 2-1.
Three and one. You have to come at him, and this is a very good hitter. Remember, Kim, a decade-long career with KT. Hit 287, one of the top hitters last year for the Wiz. The cat and mouse game. The count is full. 2 outs. Bases are loaded.
Biggest pitch of the game for Thorpe so far.
To Morgan McCullough on a few bounces. The Wizard makes the throw in time, and Thorpe leaves him loaded.
Wow.
Well, the Aces fans can breathe now. Lewis Thorpe escapes the jam. Still up 7, home half of the third coming your way. In game number 2, Aces v KT Wiz Diamond Duel.
When enjoying a punt, easy does it with Punt 123. Punt123.bet is your home for all your punting needs with same race multis and same game multi options, including daily promotions on all the major sporting and racing events. It's punting made easy. Get in the game with Punt 123. Visit punt123.bet or download the app today.
Gamble responsibly. If gambling becomes an issue for you, call 1-800-858-858.
Hello. How are we doing, folks? The Aces are feeling pretty good. The fans as well, as Melbourne leads 7-0 here in Game 2, Aces v KT Wiz Diamond Duel, after the Aces dropped a close one in Game 1. And Dario Gomez got things going. The Aces were up 5-0 at this point. You're watching the highlight right here of him getting some love from his teammates. He had a 3-run bomb the other way.
A Dario dinger.
A Dario dinger. Well, that's a Jordan Sckett hit.
The hits just keep on coming.
When it rains, it pours.
Yeah, that's 8th hit of the night.
Man, the Aces looking to get to KT's number. KT at 16 in Game 1. Aces are already halfway there. What a series this has been in the Diamond Duel. Again, just call it the Dinger Duel at this point. Already 4 home runs. We're not even halfway through game number 2 between the Wiz and the Aces. Joe DeLuca. He singled, he scored. Even his foul balls, they just go a long way. He just hits the ball hard.
Do you think at any point in his life he's been called Joey D?
Joey
I think
D.
he would have to be. Joe DeLuca. Joey D.
Should we start calling him that?
No, I don't.
Joey D?
I don't want to push a nickname on anybody unless it's
We've been doing that a lot this year. What are you talking about? We've been pushing nicknames on everyone, Ed. I mean, you coined Mr. Ace, so why don't you just cook something up again? Joey D.
You came up with the Wizard.
Joey D. I kind of like it now saying it a few times.
Yeah.
All right, I might give it a shot.
All right.
I might give it a shot, Ed. I love it.
All right.
We're loose here tonight.
The Surgeon we came up with together.
Surgeon was a fan came up with the Surgeon.
Oh, he did. You're right. You're right. Fan sent that in. That's right.
Man, you see Han just jump up there like the Energizer Bunny.
He's getting a workout tonight. No doubt about it.
Well, Lewis Thorpe escaped after an inning where he didn't look comfortable, but still 0 on the board. All the credit in the world to the veteran for the Aces.
Yeah.
Big rip and a miss, and that will do it for Joe DeLuca. He goes down swinging, 1 out.
First strikeout of the night for KT pitching.
Jaden Kim, here he is with those bright batting gloves. Stands out, hit a standout double. Second. And we nicknamed him the Surgeon, Ed, but they already call him Kimmy, which Kimmy goes to.
Yeah, right. That makes sense.
What do we call Jordan Ellis, who's on deck?
Have to think about that.
Okay, we'll have to think.
Air Jordan.
Air Jordan. 2-0 to Kimmy. Ooh, just on the corner.
Outside corner. Pat White calling his first game behind the plate.
He looks solid back there.
Agreed. Agreed.
Ground ball could be 2. There's 1. And there's the second. It's an inning-ending double play. A clean inning for Kim Min-soo. And we're headed to the 4th inning. Aces up 7. Game number 2. Aces v. KT Wiz Diamond Duel. What's going on, folks? Top of the 4th inning. Thorpe. Let's see how he returns this inning, all right?
Yep.
He's up 7 here in Game 2 of the Aces v. KT Wiz Diamond Duel, but he sat for a very long time before the 3rd. Had a bit of trouble, got out of it, but here, that was a fast inning, Ed. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that's a really astute observation. I mean, we'll see how he does here. I would suspect he'd be back into the groove. I really think it was that long layoff that hurt him in that previous inning. So we'll see.
Some highlights of last inning. Kim Min-soo got Jaden Kim to ground into a double play. It was a tailor-made double play. Barely having to move was Lee.
I like how Kim kind of like disdainfully turned and looked as if it was like, yeah, it's a double play. I'm not even going to worry about it.
Here's O, followed by Bay and On a beautiful night. Again, I will say the nicest summer day we've seen all summer long in Victoria. That one's high into the night sky. Right field line. Wow, what a play by Jordan Sckett. Had to run about 1 kilometer to get there. Out number 1 in the 4th.
You talked about him being a good athlete. There it was on display. Super play by the catcher turned right fielder. And 1 quick out for Lewis Thorpe. Get a look at that again, Andrew. You can see that often a difficult place to play. However, there is no wind, so you don't have to worry about that. But still, nice play by Sckett.
A no-win night in Melbourne Ballpark, Ed. How many times have you seen this during your 100-year career here?
Not many.
Old man.
Not many, my friend. Had to go back to the Jurassic period to find that one out.
Ground ball, Estrada field. Here comes the strong arm. In time, out number 2.
There we go. What do we say? Thorpe mowing him down. First baseman on, struck out in the second inning. Didn't really look comfortable against Thorpe in that first at-bat.
What are we thinking, Ed? 4-pitch inning right here?
I think that's out of play.
Unfortunately. Who gets it?
I just missed. I think went right to the guy in a white hat. Didn't have to do anything. Have a look at it here. Gave it to a young girl, which is great. Just landed right next to him. It's just kind of like, thank you. It almost was a 4-pitch inning there.
I was about to say, we almost.
I know.
We've had some fun moments tonight. I would say we've been on the money on most of our predictions, except the Gomez when we were joking around. I know that was a joke. Wow. You said, Ed, he wasn't seeing it well in his first at-bat. You see it there. That pitch was way out.
You know, and no disgrace not seeing it well as a guy that hasn't had a ton of at-bats against Lewis Thorpe, right? I mean, this guy is a legit pitcher.
And on and on at the plate. He's only 24. A member of the Futures League team for KT last season. And Ed, they won the Futures League.
They did. Yes, they did.
2-2. Got him. Wow. Lewis Thorpe, that was nasty. That'll do it, like Ed Wyatt predicted. A quick 4th inning for Lewis Thorpe. Aces up 7, home half of the inning coming. Game number 2, Aces v. KT Wiz Diamond Duel.
Yeah, that's right, folks. It's time for our part 1, 2, 3 race here at the Diamond. Our horses are on the line. Here we go. Maverick, get on the way. That's right. Thank you, Tony. The horses are out of the stables and they're ready to race in 3, 2, 1, let's race!
Over 100 delicious, nutritionally balanced meals to choose from. Designed by chefs and approved by dietitians. Delivered to your door. Visit lightandeasy.com.au. Aces up 7-0. It's been light and easy tonight for the red and blue here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Game number 2, Aces v. KT Wiz Diamond Duel.
That's a great segue. Well, I was going to say, what are you going to do when you're on the flight home and you're back home? As you get a great look at Melbourne Ballpark there. When there's no light and easy, you have to cook your own meals.
Oh, Ed, don't even get me started. Light and easy is so good, better than anything the U.S. has for those prepackaged fresh meals that you can get out of the fridge that are also healthy at the same time. You can't get very many good ones in the U.S., so I'm really going to be sad. Like that's actually one thing that's going to hurt, Ed, when I have to go back. All right. Here's Jordan Ellis. Oh, swing and a miss on the first pitch, and this is inning number 2, or second full inning of work for Kim Min-soo, the right-hander on the mound.
He's actually looked pretty good since he gave up that leadoff single to Jordan Sckett.
Remember, fans, you can head to the Aces Fan Zone. We will be throwing up the QR code on screen periodically. You can ask us questions. It was a lot of fun on Monday night when I was without Ed. Had you guys joining in to help me on the broadcast.
You had some good questions. You had some very good questions.
We'll be throwing that up throughout the broadcast. You can phone in.
We're taking phone calls now.
I mean, shoot, that would be fun. That would be a little crazy.
Hello, line 3.
Like Ed, did you do radio back in your day? Oh, okay, so you're an old radio guy. So yeah, that's right up your alley.
Done a bit of radio.
In my age, it's all live streaming.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's like live streaming on Twitch and YouTube. There is no radio type. It's talking to the chat. 2 and 2.
Radio still here has a fairly big presence compared to other countries. Like I know in the States, obviously there's the Sirius satellite radio, but here just basic radio is still fairly popular.
And that'll do it for Jordan Ellis. Goes down swinging, 1 out. Here comes the home run hitter Dario Gomez.
Second strikeout for Kim Min-soo.
Dario Gomez opened up this ball game. He changed things. A 3-run shot. And the thing about Gomez, he had a game this season, it was in the very first series, where he homered twice. So he could strike again. He's one of those streaky hitters where if he starts seeing it, oh my, watch out. And you could tell in his first at-bat, even though he walked, the way he hit a couple foul balls. Up and in, Kim trying to be careful, but it's a hitter's count. Contributions from almost everyone tonight on the Aces as you look up and down the dugout. And all smiles, John Diebel, the manager. Healthy hack to make it 2 and 2.
Yeah, why not? Deep smile. Comes back in. Back to the home ballpark. Got a 7-zip lead.
How about the managers for both of these teams?
Yeah.
In the Diamond Duel. Here's the 2-2.
Great point. A lot of rings.
Called strike 3. Already a good 4th for Kim. He is really settling into this ball game. As Morgan McCullough steps up, and I was going to mention the rings, so 7 World Series championships for John Diebel, the manager of the Aces. And on the other end, Lee Kang-chul, 5 championships as a player in the KBL back in his day. And he also won as a manager for the KT Wiz in 2021. Their only Korean Series title. And you have to keep this in mind for all the fans who are new. They're watching this game, just check it in. KT was an expansion franchise in 2015. They are the newest team of the KBL. And despite that, Lee Kang-chul led them to a ring in 2021. So count that up. That's 13 combined titles between the managers of KT and Melbourne.
That's pretty impressive, isn't it?
McCullough, it's lifted into left field. There goes Lee a long way. He makes a hard play look easy. 1-2-3 inning. That's 6 in a row retired by Kim. Ace is still up 7. We're headed into the 5th. We're flying along, Ed. Game 2, Aces v KT Wiz Diamond Duel.
At the Sporting Globe, we're a little different to other pubs and bars. We have more than just cooks, we have chefs. We have more than bar service, we have table service. We have more than specials, we have specialties. We have more than live sporting events, we have atmosphere. And we have more than customers, we have fans. It's more than a sports bar, it's a Sporting Globe.
Welcome back in. Ed, you were really invested into that beach ball a moment ago.
Well, it started out a little low, and I think what you need to do is you need to get the beach ball up higher so people can enjoy it rather than just limit it to the first couple of rows. And eventually it got pushed up higher, and you saw a little more action.
I think you just want it for yourself.
I need a telestrator to illustrate that.
Maybe one day. Lewis Thorpe, oh my, his fourth inning, he went 1, 2, 3, and it was gone in a flash.
Yeah, both pitchers working well at the moment.
Yeah, 8, 9, and 1 facing Lewis Thorpe here in the fifth. All right, Connor, choosing a seat at a baseball game as a fan, where would you sit? Let's assume a generic MLB stadium for the seating options available. Great question. First pitch. I'm a behind the dugout guy. I like being close to the players. I like when they interact with fans, sometimes tossing up a ball. You're close to the field, but you don't have to pay as much money being behind the plate. Anywhere near the dugout, even if it's a few rows up. I've always gone to games behind the dugout. I've also been to T-Mobile Park for the Mariners and been out way up in the right field seats with the sun blinding my eyes, so I've been about everywhere. But what about you, Ed? What's your go-to?
Yep, I think dugout area is good. I do like sort of being behind home plate, but as you said, it's got to be, those are pricey, so I've been lucky to have friends that have seats behind home plate and sit with them at Mariner games. But yeah, I would agree with you. Around the dugout's good.
Also down the baselines.
Yes.
Down the third baseline at Petco Park. Oh, I'm telling you, just different.
I like third. We used to sit back, you'll like this as an A's fan, in the old Oakland Coliseum. When I was at Stanford, we would go out and sit in left field bleachers. And that was a lot of fun with the old A's fans, hardcore A's fans out there.
I sat there, too. I sat there in 2023 opening weekend against the Angels, left field bleachers, where we were hoping for an Ohtani opposite field shot.
Yeah, it's
Didn't
fun.
happen.
It's fun out there.
Broken bats. Jaden Kim calls everyone off, makes the catch. Some firewood for Lewis Thorpe.
Yeah, that bat shattered. Yeah, that's good. We should put that out after a game. You know how people put the things that say free firewood. Just put a bunch of bats out there. Free fire. I don't know how maple works in fire. Maybe not real well. Here's Kwon Dong-jin, second baseman, flew out to left field his first time up.
Connor, you just knocked it out with the question. Very good stuff. Remember, we put up that QR code a moment ago, but if you want to ask us a question or a concern, a comment, or just how you're feeling on a Friday night, I mean, we're feeling good. It's a beautiful night for baseball. This one is lifted again towards left field. Looking like it's going to tail foul. It does.
Gets on the QR code. Hey, guys, I'm feeling pretty good.
I mean, shoot, hey, I would be happy. I would be happy. Logan, what year did the Melbourne Aces become a professional baseball team?
Oh, boy.
I know the answer.
Do you?
I know the answer.
Take it.
2009, 2010,
I was
baby.
say 8, but yeah.
That was the second iteration of the ABL.
Yep.
The first iteration in the 90s. And then now the Aces in a brand new, exciting era, the International Baseball Showdown, bringing in fantastic teams like the Hanwha Eagles, the KT Wiz, playing in front of millions, literally millions of people. And wow, Lewis Thorpe, yet again, another looking strikeout.
That's a beauty of a pitch, that one. Fifth strikeout of the night. He is cruising. I do see some action in the Aces bullpen, but it would only be, I would say, to get somebody work. Certainly not. Now he's putting a jacket back on, so maybe it was just a little staying warm.
Into center field, but playable. Here comes Gomez into the glove, and that'll do it. Another 1-2-3 inning for Lewis Thorpe. And as a fan of the game, Ed, I hope he comes back for 1, 2, even 3 more innings. It's been a joy to watch him on the mound. The Aces up big, looking to extend home half of the fifth coming your way. Game number 2, Aces v KT Wiz Diamond Duel.
pitcher for the KT Wiz. Number 29, Hyeong-jun.
All right, folks, little discussion between our Blues. Remember, head to the Aces fan zone, scan that QR code, ask away. We've had some good ones already. Bottom of the 5th inning in front of a nice crowd on an even better night. And an even better night than that because the Aces are up 7-0, bouncing back here in Game 2. They lost Game 1. Need it tonight if they want to stay alive for that Diamond Duel trophy. All right, Doogie. I would have thought this style ballpark would have suited KT Wiz. Are you surprised with the 0 after 4 innings? I am absolutely surprised. Actually, no. Because, yes, KT hit well on Monday, but again, they're facing a red-hot Lewis Thorpe. So part of me is like, oh, KT had 16 hits in game number 1. They're going to come out and put on a show in game 2. But then you also think, well, Lewis Thorpe is pitching some of his best baseball. Yeah. So I wouldn't say I'm that surprised then. And yes, the ballpark is smaller. The ball was flying out for them in Geelong on Monday, but there's 2 ways you could sort of look at that. What do you think, Ed?
Yeah, I agree with you. The Thorpe factor is what changes that sort of question. I think you're right. Generically, yes, but because Thorpe's out there, I would say no. By the way, new pitcher Jung-Ju, 5th season with KT's 26-year-old left-hander. 21 games, appearances last year was the most ever for him in his career.
Watch out. Watch out down the line. Ooh.
It's a hot shot off the bat of Georgie.
One and two.
Good pitch from John that time.
After the starter, KT, their pitchers have settled in. It was a good performance from Kim, although he came in during the jam.
Yes.
Once he had 2 innings with no one on base, he went 6 up, 6 down. What do you think, Ed? Daryl George hits a big one here. Put it in the documentary.
Hope they're still filming. Hope they got that first hit.
Swung on and missed. Calvin Estrada had a memorable 2nd inning where he singled twice. Yes, he hit twice, went 2 for 2 in the same inning. There he is.
Yeah, not many people can say that, can they? That's a pretty special occurrence.
He swings at the first pitch. It's in the infield, into the glove of Kwan. 2 outs. Estrada really likes attacking early. We've seen that from him during his short time as an ace.
Here's the only man who hasn't been on base tonight, surprisingly. Greg Bird, he's 0 for 2. Everyone else has had a hit. McCullough's had a walk.
Again, we keep saying Greg Bird is due. Just waiting for that moment where he gets a massive hit. The professor of hitting, coined by Ed Wyatt.
It's fun to watch, no doubt about it. But you're right, he hasn't quite got untracked the way we're used to seeing it.
Driven to left, but it's going to hang up. Kim makes the routine play. 1, 2, 3. Wow. That is 9 straight retired by KT Wiz pitching, but can they get some runs on the board and really change this game? We'll find out in a moment. Top of the 6th coming up. Game 2, Aces v. KT Wiz Diamond Duel.
When enjoying a punt, easy does it with Punt 1, 2, 3. Punt123.bet is your home for all your punting needs with same race multis and same game multi options, including daily promotions on all the major sporting and racing events. It's punting made easy. Get in the game with Punt123. Visit punt123.bet or download the app today.
Gamble responsibly. If gambling becomes an issue for you, call 1-800-858-858.
End of the night for Lewis Thorpe. He went 5 strong. Didn't allow a run. Oh my goodness. Looking like the DreamWorks moon. You guys know what I'm talking about? At the beginning of the movie Shrek.
Very good.
You see the DreamWorks moon.
Yes.
And so, Ed, I think we have a quirky move. It's Evan Rutsky back on the hill, and he pitched on Monday night here with the Aces leading 7-0 in Game 2 of the Diamond Duel.
Yeah, I will say, as you look at a beautiful sunset there, that does surprise me. It's an interesting one. As you mentioned, he did pitch on Monday. There are plenty of other available pitchers, I suspect, unless there's something we don't know. They would pencil some guys in for tomorrow, obviously, which could be the crucial game in the series.
Can we go back to that sunset shot real quick here in a moment? Because, wow, that was breathtaking. If we could get that one more time. In the meantime, it's Lee, Ryu, and Kim.
There it is. Great work by our sportscast crew.
Just letting it breathe, folks. Just letting it breathe. How about it? Just another night at Melbourne Ballpark. Remember, fans, head to the Aces Fan Zone, scan that QR code on screen, and throw us up a question. Give us some high heat. We'll take it. So first of all, seeing Rutsky come out of the pen is interesting in itself as an Aces fan. And then second, seeing him come out after he pitched on Monday, also a thing. Question from Huddy, 1-0. Hammered. Ellis, it goes over his head. And that will be a double for Lee Kang-min, his first hit of the ball game, and a good start for KT in the 6th.
Yeah, he drilled that one over Ellis's head, then took a little funny bounce off the fence. Lee continues to impress. Only his second hit of the night. You can see it there over the head of Ellis. Then takes a little bit of a strange bounce off the fence. Easy double for Lee.
Yeah, Ed, you're right on the money. Second hit of the ball game for KT here in the 6th. They had 16 hits in Game 1.
Well, no disrespect to Evan Rutsky at all, but I would suspect that KT would be thrilled not to have to come out and face Lewis Thorpe.
It's Ryu at the dish, and remember, he was hit by a pitch, a scary moment. That was back in the 3rd. Seems to be all right, staying in the game. Nice one from Rutsky. Hard hit, but there is McCullough to gobble it up and make the throw. There's 1 out.
Runner advances to 3rd, of course, but yep, 1 down. That's the important thing.
Cleanup hitter. It's Kim. And already it's the 6th inning, but we haven't seen as many changes as we'd come to expect, Ed, for a team during spring training. it was a different style with the KT Wiz in Game 1. Yeah, they played most of their guys all the way through as compared to a Hanwha in the Sky Battle where Hanwha, they were just throwing everyone in there in a couple of those games.
I mean, with Rutsky, obviously he's left-handed, and he maybe wanted to continue with another lefty. The other left-handed options would be Kynes, but he might save him for tomorrow. And then Hamaya would be the other lefty.
Slapped. Base hit and an RBI for Kim. The KT Wiz are on the board in the 6th.
Good hit from Kim right up the middle. Gets him on the board. Still 1 out. There's a good shot of Rutsky and Kim.
Rutsky tries to go back door. Doesn't work. 1-0. This time, he sneaks it in on the outside corner. Swinging through it is O. O is 0 for 2. He's lifted the ball 2 times, 2 pop-outs. Another ball that is laced into left field. Now there are 2 on with 1 out.
It's third hit of the inning.
Well, you can clearly say KT is just seeing it well against the left-handed Rutsky. Bae Jung Dae. Strikeout victim in the 2nd to Thorpe. He also grounded out. 0 for 2. Ball 1. He's 30 years old. He was a very highly touted prospect. That was all the way back in 2014. He was the number 3 overall pick. Hasn't quite lived up to expectations, Ed, but hey, he's still in the league at 30, and he's still playing at the highest level. That's all that you can hope for.
He's a good defensive player, really has struggled at the plate, hit just 204 last year.
But his team has some momentum right now, and this would be a nice spot for his first hit of the series to keep the line moving. I mean, KT, they've strung a few good ABs together.
Yeah, these are the 2 guys that Rutsky would want to get. Bae and the next man, An Hin Son, who, as you mentioned, a couple of strikeouts, hasn't looked comfortable at the plate, really.
Bae, right side, McCullough dives, makes the play at 2nd. Wow. Whew. Morgan McCullough could have saved a run there.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they do get 1 out. So 2 down, runners at the corners for An and Son.
Yeah, I think that absolutely saved a run and a potential big inning.
And like you said, Ed, these are the guys you want to get. So Bae and An together, they're a combined 0 for 5.
And just as you say that, KT send out a pinch hitter, Moon Song Churl. And my sources tell me he is an aggressive early count hitter.
Wow, Ed.
So look out.
I need to know who you know. Wasn't aggressive there. Didn't need to be 1-0.
34-year-old. It's his 10th year with KT. He hit 5 home runs last year. So he does have a little power.
This is a strategic move by manager Lee.
Yes.
He knows where they're at in the order. He knows that this is a spot to regain momentum for his team. And he pulls the trigger with the pinch hitter. And it's a balk for Evan Rutsky.
Wow.
You don't see it very often.
No.
Both runners advance. That will plate another. It's 2 here in the 6th for KT.
Wow. You don't see that very often, do you?
And now a runner on second base as well, of course, during all of that.
Strange inning.
Very strange. Lewis Thorpe went 5, handing the ball over to Rutsky, who threw on Monday night on short rest. And he just dropped the ball.
Yeah, that's even stranger.
Big hack from Moon, 2 strikes.
I mean, you often see a balk with making a move to first or something like that, an issue with stepping on or off the rubber, but dropping the ball, I haven't really seen that for a while, if ever.
Ruddy can put it all behind him here with 1 more out.
Brave taking that one, Moon.
2-2, 2 outs. Runner on second. KT already with 2 here in the 6th. Tries to go back door with it, Ed. Unable to. Count runs full.
Big pitch coming up. Again, first base open. But you don't want to keep this inning any longer than it needs to be.
Ring him up. Evan Rutsky. KT gets 2, but Ruddy avoids any serious damage. Aces still up 5 and in control. Headed to the home half of the 6th, game 2. Aces v KT Wiz Diamond Duel.
One Love is there for the moments with the people you love the most. To share the highs and the lows together. It's the one for all people, all times, and all places. Brick Lane's One Love Pale Ale. It's the one for all.
With Light and Easy, you can lose weight and enjoy more free time with delicious, healthy meals starting from $7.95 each. Enjoy Australia's best ready-made meal delivery service as awarded by CanStar Blue. Visit lightandeasy.com.au today.
Master Dry Cleaners is a family-run business operated by the Hudson family for over 70 years. They provide a full range of services through their 7 stores, a free pickup and delivery service for all your dry cleaning and laundry needs. Master Dry Cleaners can also help with repairs and alterations, wedding gown cleaning, cleaning of dunas, and blankets. Find your closest Master Dry Cleaner store at www.masterdrycleaners.com.au. Master Dry Cleaners, they are the best.
KT Wiz get 2 in the top of the 6th. It's a 7-2 game. They bring on a new pitcher. And this is Lee Song-dong, 7th year with KT, 30-year-old. Fastball and forkball, I'm told, Andrew, are his best pitches. He was 3-0 last year with a 2.49 ERA. So a legit KBO pitcher, this guy.
First pitch to Sckett, a strike, looks like a fastball. The forkball is not as popular in the United States or Australia, but very popular in Asia amongst Japanese pitchers, Korean pitchers, and also Taiwanese, Chinese pitchers as well. 0-1 here to Sckett. The forkball is basically a splitter that goes a little slower. So it's a splitter. It's basically a ball that runs straight down. It looks like a fastball for just a second coming off the hand, and then it just dives. It dives down. And again, much slower than a typical split fastball or a splitter. Nearly some extra bases for Sckett. Instead, still 2 strikes.
Yeah, it's a tricky one to control from what I'm told. That's why it's not necessarily a popular pitch. Got to work at it.
It's tough. You have to have big hands, long fingers to do it because you're splitting the ball between your fingers. There you go. You see it right there with that grip.
Great,
0-2.
Great pickup.
Didn't even need the telestrator there.
No, you were all over it. That was a really great shot from our Sportscast Australia crew, of course. Done a great job all season long.
They have, and remember, these games are being streamed as, again, we're looking at that forkball grip. These games are being streamed on the KT Wiz YouTube channel live. Ooh, a big bang on top of the roof. You're waiting for it. You knew it was coming.
Yeah,
you've done this a few years, right? You've done this a little while, Ed. This game is also being streamed in Korea through the Aces Korean TV deal, and of course right here on the Melbourne Aces YouTube channel. But the series against Hanwha in the Sky Battle had over 1 million total viewers. The Game 1 Aces v KT Wiz Diamond Duel had nearly 100,000. It's just incredible, the eyes here on the 25-26 International Baseball Showdown. And once again, thank you to Sportscast Australia, who they produce all these broadcasts, the cameras, the cuts, the producers. It's been a fantastic show.
Make us look good.
Exactly, Ed. Exactly. We need it. 2-2. Sckett takes downstairs, full count. And this part of the lineup, they have been dangerous. Sckett got a hit. DeLuca also got a single behind him. And then you have Jaden Kim, who doubled.
And Ellis, who singled.
Just keep going.
Stole a base.
But just name everyone. I mean, shoot, the Aces have been hitting that well. 8 hits so far. Oh, my. Jordan Sckett deep into the night sky. Goodbye. Jordan Sckett clear for takeoff. Aces up 6.
We know this guy had some power. We know he's a really good athlete. And he delivered right there. Welcomes Lee Song-dong to the game. Blast over the left center field fence. That was a shot.
I was just waiting for that from Sckett because he is such a good athlete, explosive athlete. Now, he had a couple singles, had a couple hits here and there. I was just ready for that to happen. And you too, Ed. We know the power he has. Very strong guy. Here's another very strong guy, Joe DeLuca, who homered in Game 1. It was the opposite way. It was from the left-handed side. He drove it to left field. Oh, DeLuca! That ball is hammered. It's to the wall. He's going 2. Here comes the throw. It's offline. Joe DeLuca continues his power show. Another extra base hit.
Yeah, he got all of that. Good arm from Ryu and right, but throw was way off. No chance of getting. DeLuca, that's the Sckett home run. Under that, launched it appropriate for your cleared for takeoff call. With a launching pad.
Yeah, it's like the launching pad here. It's from Melbourne Ballpark. Yeah, good point.
He was fired up about that.
And that pitch, as I saw on the replay, didn't catch it the first time. That pitch was kind of down in a way almost.
Wonder if that was a forkball.
Good point. We did talk about that.
Well, I was thinking he got a fastball, but I think you might be right.
It was probably a forkball that just didn't have the bite that Lee wanted, right? He was trying to get him to chase outside the zone. He left it slightly up, and you can't do that to a hitter like Jordan Sckett, who has power.
No.
Jaden Kim drove one to the wall. That was back in the second, and we joked it was hit a little too hard. Couldn't score the runner because he smoked it too hard. Isn't that a great problem to have, Ed?
Make sure you tell him that after the game.
I'll say, hey, Jaden, you had a great game, but I just have one knack on your game. You hit the ball too hard, bro. You're going to need to calm down in game number 2 tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, the finale. Game number 3. Game 2 at Melbourne Ballpark, of course. Game 2 at Melbourne Ballpark. Game 3 overall of the series that started back on Monday night in Geelong for game 1. A little bit of a new wrinkle for the Aces here in the Diamond Duel. That was the first time the Aces have ever played, Ed, on a Monday night. And that was confirmed by Justin Huber, who's been around for the entirety of this franchise. They had played on Monday on Kids Day before, back when they would have younger elementary school kids come out.
Yes.
So they had played on Monday, but never a Monday night to start a series. And then they continue it here on Friday, and then again to finish the season on Saturday night. Same place, and you will have the same people. Ed and I will be up in your ear shooting jokes.
That's it.
Typically do.
Denouement, so to speak, you and me.
Wow.
About that. Be some tears in the booth tomorrow night. All right, kidding. Maybe I pushed it a little too far.
Tears, man. I'm like, oh, no more Ed Wyatt. Let's go, man. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
I'm going to be stoked.
You'll be over the moon.
I'll be over the moon.
You don't have to deal with me anymore.
2-2 to Kimmy. Kimmy on a couple of hops to short. And he gets retired by his counterpart. 1 out. But how about the response for the Aces? KT gets 2. They put a little pressure on, and then Jordan Sckett says, oh, guys, I got you. Yeah. Let me take this over.
There's Sckett again, rolling into home plate. Oof, that's a nasty pitch, that one.
Called strike to Jordan Ellis. Air Jordan, right, Ed?
Yeah.
Air Jordan.
That's what I'm rolling with. It's another good pitch, but just missed.
Two 1 to Ellis.
There's a kid down there just walking in front, has the world's biggest backpack on. It's like that meme of the guy with the giant backpack.
Yo, Ed, that's probably the best thing you've ever said. I know what meme you're talking about. 2-1. 2-1 to Ellis. Ellis swings through to make it 2-2. Now, we didn't catch that because the kid is down. He walked down the stairs out of sight. I wonder what he had in there.
It was just huge. It was bigger than him. Which is an Australian thing. I will say, kids in their school backpacks, they're enormous down here.
Whoa, what a block.
Great stop from Han. He's been doing that all night.
Now I can't stop thinking about the backpack. That's not a thing to bring up in front of me. I can't hold my laugh. Like, that was the most massive backpack I've ever seen.
There's Han with that scoop behind the plate. He's had to work tonight. He's earned his money.
Whoa, Ellis! If it's fair, it's gone! And it's gone! For the first time, Jordan Ellis clear for takeoff. The Aces up big.
Look at that smile on the face of Jordan Ellis, 17-year-old. He gets the high five and the congrats from the Aces dugout. That is a special, special moment.
You know, when we both scream, Ed, we're both, whoa! I got to watch that clip back later. How fun is this? This is a fun ball game. The ball is just exiting the yard, just at a rapid pace. And now here's Gomez, a guy who left the yard earlier on. That was in the second inning. the first Aces home run of the game. Man, oh man.
The other great thing, The other great thing, Andrew, is that so many nights that drifts foul. The wind blows it to the left of that foul pole. But this one just stayed fair, and you could see the umpire's call of fair ball.
10 on the board in the 6th. We still have a very long way to go. The Aces are putting rights to their wrongs after dropping game 1. Now saying, hey, KT, 16 hits you got? Well, we're at 11 now. We're not even through 6 yet. Ed, and this is a message to Melbourne and the weather gods. We like the no wind. More days like this, please, because if the ball leaves the yard like this, we will take it every time. Oh, Gomez. Surely something that his new team in the Mexican League does not want to see a day after signing, Ed. But he is okay. He is holding their breath there for a second.
This is turning into an absolute nightmare of an appearance for Lee Song-dong.
A power show. Man, that was a fun home run. So many great calls tonight, Ed. It's fun to call a game when the Aces are just piling it on. I will say, we are having a great time up here. All right, fans, head to the Aces fan zone. We hopefully will put up the QR code on screen momentarily, but what do you guys think about all these crazy home runs and this fun night for the Aces? Morgan McCullough is up at the dish.
Still only 1 out. 3 runs in on 3 hits and a hit batter.
So we're headed, Ed, for a do-or-die finale. I mean,
looks like
you don't want to say it too early. Obviously, KT can hit well. 8 runs for the Aces, or an 8-run lead for the Aces right now. But, man, how about that to end the season? Against a KBO team, International Baseball Showdown. Been a fantastic year. We might get a do-or-die scenario.
To end the season, that would be great.
Yeah,
that would
exactly.
be fantastic.
Imagine, 9th inning, bottom of the 9th, 6-6 game. Who do you have come up there? Let's just say Greg Bird comes up, bases loaded, 3-2. Greg Bird goes yard. All right, I'm manifesting, guys.
You are now.
I'm manifesting.
Projecting and manifesting.
That would be great. But right here, right now, it's still 0-2 to the Wizard, Morgan McCullough. It's a ground ball to second. They get 1. They cannot get 2. 2 outs now.
Yeah, ball wasn't hit hard enough. McCullough runs really well. Good effort from KT infield.
All right, Daryl George, he doubled in the second. He will hit with McCullough on first base. The Aces led this game 7-0 in the second inning, immediately putting it on KT. KT got 2 in the top half of the 6th inning, and now the Aces said, all right, you get 2, 1 up you real quick. 3 for the Aces. It's a 10-2 game. Georgie was looking for some heat. Unfortunately, it's 0-1. It was probably that forkball.
Yeah, rough inning for Lee.
0-2. Good pitch, but you have to remember these guys are coming off their long off season, these pitchers for KT. This one appearance doesn't define Lee's season. He's going to have a lot of time to get things together. KT leaving to go to Okinawa after this series as well to continue their spring training. In the dirt, good block.
That mask of Hans is getting a workout, ripping that thing off and throwing it. It's like his equivalent of a bat flip. He's just winging that mask.
You know what, Ed? I haven't really seen a bat flip from KT.
True.
Isn't that something you've noticed?
True.
We saw a ton from Handel. A ton, even on singles, doubles, flyouts.
It was like a ground out.
Yeah. Georgie stays alive, but KT a little more business-like. I'm glad you brought up the bat flip. And Let's see if Han's okay. May have gotten a piece of him back there.
I think that ball may have. He has really been in the wars, as they say, behind home plate tonight, blocking balls right, left, and center.
Just your typical day in the life as a catcher. Such a tough position.
It is.
And to be able to play as a catcher, Ed, and go over 100 games, it's just incredible. And maybe he's just trying to, it's the contacts.
It could be a contact lens, yeah.
Oh, I know. I'm a contact wearer. I can see.
Is that right?
Yeah. Maybe you got a little dirt in there, Ed. Maybe it's not an injury. Maybe you just got a little dirt. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, it's got to be the eyes. It's got to be the contacts. Yeah. Eyes watering a bit. I know. I have a -2 prescription, nearsighted. I use BioTrue contacts, if anyone wants to know. So there you go.
It's a little too much information.
Well, you're just a simple glasses guy. What's your prescription, Ed?
It's for reading.
Oh, it's for reading.
My vision otherwise is great.
Oh, you got lucky, man.
Long distance is good, but yeah, I can't read. Like I'm staring like this.
1-2 to George.
Big pitch.
Oh.
Staying alive.
Staying alive. You know that song. Staying alive.
That's my era. I'm surprised you actually know
baby.
it. You
Come
didn't
on
know
now.
Bruce Springsteen was.
I know his songs. I just don't know like the names.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right. That makes me feel better.
It's nice when the Aces are up 8. We can talk about these things. It truly is. In a 2-2 game right now, Ed, we would be locked in.
Of course.
Laser pitch.
Of course.
But this is what happens.
Let's look at Daryl, ABC crew, shooting some vision of him tonight for a story.
It was awesome. When he got out of his car or got out of his truck, cameras were following.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool to see. Daryl George, and a diving play by Lee, and the underhand to second. Wow, he robs Daryl George of a hit. What a play from Lee. That'll end it here for the Aces in the bottom of the 6th. But, man, Sckett goes yard. Ellis to follow. Aces score 3. They're up 8. 7th inning coming. Game 2. Aces v KT Wiz Diamond Duel.
That's right. Thank you, Tony. We've got the future stars of the Melbourne Aces down here. And we're going to see just how fast they...
At the Sporting Globe, we're a little different to other pubs and bars. We have more than just cooks, we have chefs. We have more than bar service, we have table service. We have more than specials, we have specialties. We have more than live sporting events, we have atmosphere. And we have more than customers, we have fans. It's more than a sports bar, it's a Sporting Globe.
Oh, Ed, you caught that stumble. She is all right, folks. She is all right. Doing the diamond dash. Smiles everywhere in Melbourne Ballpark. Doesn't matter if the Aces are up 8, down 8. Always a fantastic time. We have a new outfielder. It's Roman Coots taking over for Jordan Sckett for the Aces. After Jordan Sckett went yard last inning, top of the 7th. Aces just scored 3. It's time for KT to start things here. Only 9 outs left in game number 2. That's a good start. To the right center gap. It's a double for Han. Han's first hit of the ball game.
He deserves that after all the stuff he's had to deal with behind the plate. And Roman Coote, I believe, year 12 student, part of the Victorian under-18 baseball team. I'm literally just Googling that as he is a late addition or a non-addition. He is a very late addition to the roster.
Ed, you can't spill your secrets like that, mate.
I have to on that one. We don't know who he is. I'm giving people a peek behind the curtain.
Yeah.
Every now and then you get a here's a new guy. Who is he? We better look him up. So that is a little look behind the broadcast curtain. Fourth hit given up by Rutsky here in his second inning of work.
One and two.
Here's a fan question. What was the first game you ever broadcast? Stubby asks that.
Ed, you first, because, I mean, again, did they even have TV back then?
That's going to be a foul ball. Went foul.
And by the way, real quick, that is Sckett at first base. So Sckett moving in, and that will take Bird, or that will put Bird on the bench. All right, Ed, go ahead. So sorry, mate.
No. I'm trying to think. It probably would have been a basketball game. No. I take it back. It would have been a international soccer game back in Fox Sports in the late 90s. Would have been the first game I broadcast.
Late 90s?
Yeah, when we were launching our Fox Sports World Network, first international network ever in the U.S. Also called some tennis matches on Fox Sports. Over here, it would have been basketball and then Aces baseball.
Ed, sometimes I forget how cool you are. Some of the things you've done in your career. The Emmys, almost live.
Yeah.
In Seattle, and the whole Fox Sports, internationally too.
Yeah, that was
a pretty
fun.
Cool guy.
Nah, that was fun. We'd bring in games from all over the world, and then we essentially what the Koreans are doing with these broadcasts, right? They'd come in and we would, have our own American announcers call these Scottish or Argentine soccer games.
1-2, one hopper. What a play by Kim. He gets up and in time.
The surgeon.
The surgeon.
It's a really nice play. But they continue to hit Rutsky pretty hard here. That was a well-hit ball, but nice play by Jaden Kim. It brings up the top of the order now, Hyeong-jun Kyu.
Oh, what was the first game I broadcasted?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll watch the first pitch here. Called strike. The Corvallis Knights in 2023 West Coast League Summer Collegiate Baseball team. Manager of the team is Brooke Knight, who former manager of the Perth Heat.
Very well
current
known.
Manager of the Sydney Blue Sox. So I was over there in Corvallis with Mr. Knight. Great guy. That's how I started, and I fell in love with it. Fell in love with going to the ballpark every single day in the summer and couldn't get enough, and that's brought me across the world. Here we are. So thank you for that question. Who was that question by again, Ed?
Stubby.
Stubby. Okay, Stubby. Thank you, Stubby. Appreciate you. Ryu at the dish. Yes, he's reached base 6 times in this series. Going to be a tough out for Ruddy.
There is a little action in the bullpen, and it may be our man.
Oh, it could be.
Maybe. I don't want to go too early with this call, Andrew. I think it is Min Her.
Full count after the huge swing. Aces have been in control all game. Once again, they gave up 5 in game 1. They trailed every moment of that game. Here in Game 2, they scored 7 in the second inning. Their point of attack was to get out in front early. They did. They're up 8 here in the 7th. Man, a 2-strike approach from Ryu. It's just so good. He's fought off so many balls in this series, and that has allowed him to see better pitches to drive and slap the opposite way. A sword. Not a good swing from Ryu. A very rare moment. It's a strikeout for Ruddy.
Yeah, it's a big out right there. No doubt about it. There's Lee Gang-min, the shortstop, played very good tonight in the field. Doubled in the 6th, scored a run. Good young player, only 19.
Chopper, who's going to get it? Flying in was Estrada, unable to make the bare hand. That would have been a highlight reel play if he could.
Yeah, tough play. He's not happy with himself, but that would have been a really tough play.
The way it came off the bat, you didn't know if Ruddy could get it or even if Kim was going to get that. That was kind of, again, Ed, in that Bermuda Triangle right there.
Yep. Geez, that's a quick error, isn't it?
Oh, they called that an error?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I was expecting infield single.
I already put it in as
a
hit.
Yeah, wow. Here's Ryu Hyun-in. Hit by pitch. Popped out and grounded out. Runners at the corners with 2 down. KT trying to scratch a run across in consecutive innings. They got 2 in the 6th.
I don't want to get on the bad side of the scores. I've done that before, so I won't do that. But I always think when it's a tough barehanded play like that, that's a tricky one. You know, like, for example, you know, a hot shot to third that goes through someone's legs. Is that any more of an error than trying to field one and barehanded? It's tricky.
I personally think that Estrada had to barehand there.
Yeah,
he didn't have time to do anything else.
Agreed.
And again, you're asking the third baseman to make a tough play.
Yeah, I agree. But, hey, happy to be wrong.
The Aces, winners of 4 of their first 5 series in the 2025-26 International Baseball Showdown. It has been an unbelievable, never-before-seen, bold season, and it has lived up to every piece of hype. 1-2, here it comes from Ruddy. Runner goes. It's a ball. Lee will take second, 2 in scoring position. Could get interesting with the Ryu base hit. Now, although a base hit would probably make it at 10-4, I mean, KT is still fighting. They're still hanging around. Grounded. It's going to be a tough play for McCullough. It's into center field, scoring 1 and scoring 2. Ryu Hyun-in gets his first hit of the night. It drives in 2. It's a 10-4 ball game.
So that's 5 hits, theoretically a 6th if you count that error, and 4 runs given up by Rutsky in 1 2/3 innings. So really struggling a bit here. And it's a tough ask, honestly, coming in after pitching on Monday.
Another look at the plate.
Got a pinch hitter as well stepping in. I thought we'd see a few of these. Lee Hyeong-jun. He's an outfielder, 2nd year with KT. Played 5 with the Kia Tigers and 2 with Lotte.
Good point, Ed. I was about to say another look for Kim, but a pinch hitter. Ball's out of play. Automatically getting to second base is Ryu.
So Lee Hyeong-jun, 31-year-old outfielder.
We've seen a mix between the young 19-year-olds, also a few 30-year-olds,
Yeah.
few older players who are still sticking it out in their KBO career.
Chance to see those guys that didn't necessarily have a lot of action last year or in previous years.
Keep in mind, spring camp, spring training, important to see who's going to step up during that season. KT was a half game away from making the playoffs in 2025 for their 6th straight season. They couldn't do it. This spring camp is so vital to get off to a good start.
Lee did hit 258 last year with 4 home runs, so he does have a little bit of power.
Evan Rutsky, pitch number 47. Count even at 2s, 2 outs.
I'm from the barbecue there. I'll just bring him right up.
And what do you think, Ed, with Ruddy pitching on Monday here just only on Friday? What do you think? Do you think he could go another if he gets out of it right here?
I can't see it.
Poked into the glove of Estrada. Can't sneak one by him. KT gets another 2, but the Ace is still comfortably in front. Up 6th, 7th inning stretch. Friday night, Melbourne Ballpark. Game number 2, Aces v KT Wiz Diamond Duel.
When enjoying a punt, easy does it with Punt 123. Punt123.bet is your home for all your punting needs with same race multis and same game multi options, including daily promotions on all the major sporting and racing events. It's punting made easy. Get in the game with Punt 123. Visit punt123.bet or download the app today.
Gamble responsibly. If gambling becomes an issue for you, call 1-800-858-858.
Sweet Caroline in the 7th inning stretch. Aces up 6. They have to win this game if they want to stay alive for the Diamond Duel Trophy. Aces v KT Wiz Diamond Duel. New uniform and apparel sponsors for the 25-26 season. All Belgravia with select New Balance merch available at the Aces merch stand. And, man, I barely got that read off because Estrada loves to swing at the first pitch. I'm surprised he didn't get me. Estrada, 2 singles tonight, both coming in that crazy 2nd inning where the Aces played at 7.
Got a new pitcher on the mound as well, Andrew. 21-year-old Won Song-hyun. 3rd year with KT. He was a first-round draft pick a couple of years ago, 2024, 7th overall pick. I've been told, my sources say, good command and game management.
I love his motion. Watch this. He has a little pause. Oh, my, I'm a sucker for those type of pitchers with that little pause in the leg kick. And it's just, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. 2-1.
Did struggle a bit last year. Was 0-3, 5.21 ERA.
Cool. Estrada didn't look too happy, but he will be happy that it's a hitter's count and that Juan has to come at him right here. That'll do it. Ball 4. Estrada reaches for the 3rd time. that'll bring up Roman Coots, who took over in right field earlier on in the ball game. Good to see add these future faces of baseball here in Australia. The young kids, the baseball Victoria prospects getting some at-bats in this international baseball showdown. First pitch swinging and fouled away by Coots. Spiked. The long day continues for Hahn, but he's still beaten back there. 1-1 to Coot. Slap to third base and through the glove of Ryu. Everyone is safe.
And that is an error.
Yes, Ed. So I was going to say, if there was an error on Estrada for him trying to make a bare hand play, that is definitely an error. And Roman now on first base.
It's 18-year-old Roman Coot goes to Melbourne Sports Academy, part of that baseball program. That, by the way, was Kwan over at third. Andrew, he's moved to third. And we'll figure out who is on second. So some late changes here. Do our best to keep you updated here.
Jordan Sckett, well, if you're just joining, man, he sent a ball deep over the left center wall. That was in the sixth. Only last inning. Feels like a long time ago. The Aces scored 3 in the sixth. It was a homer from Sckett and a 2-run shot from Ellis. There's one to third. On the bag for 1. Nice toss over to get 2. And a healthy cheer from the KT Wiz contingent.
5-3 double play. Thought he was going to go to second. Try the old triple play. Why not?
Have you seen that live in your broadcasting career, a triple play?
I have.
What?
I can't remember when. I actually remember in Little League, this is going to sound very strange, but I started a triple play at third, but if I'd stepped on the bag, it could have been an unassisted triple play, which everyone told me afterward. It's a long story. But I didn't even know it, and everyone afterwards said, you could have had it. Okay. I got a triple play. What do you want?
You pointed your hand at me, or you gave me like the stop motion, because when you said it sounded weird, I was like, yes, it does sound weird already.
But it's a triple play,
But I get what you're saying.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, unassisted. Coot is on second with 2 outs for Joe DeLuca. And Joe DeLuca, a single, a double. What do you say? And creeping towards a cycle, Ed. I know, it's a bit of a stretch. But with the way he's hitting, you never know. And then he can hit from both sides. The switch hitting catcher, such an important piece. A switch hitting catcher, come on.
We've really, really been lucky with the catchers, haven't we? Napleton and DeLuca, just 2 solid guys.
Ed, there's a switch hitting catcher who you're probably fond of, Mr. Cal Raleigh.
He works.
Raleigh, of course, of the Mariners, should have won MVP 2025 season. Gave it to Judge.
It's a nice pitch.
It was. 3-1. What do you think about that? Judge winning MVP over a catcher hitting 60 bombs. What are we talking about?
Yeah, I got to agree with you. I'm not a big complainer, but yeah, I know what you're saying. A mile high.
That's what I was saying earlier. Even his foul balls, like everything just jumps off the bat for Joe DeLuca. A key addition to this team, joining just before the Aces began with Sky Battle, And he's the one who tied up the game on Sunday with a 2-run shot at 4-4 and made the game a tie. We'll do it again with another 3-2. Estrada was also a new piece for the Aces before the Sky Battle. Both guys have produced. I mean, these series would actually be completely different without those two.
Yeah, that's very true.
Big shout to Mick Warren making these things happen. It's ball 4, second walk of the inning, surrendered by Juan. Jaden Kim 2 on, 2 outs. Aces up 6. 6 outs left to work with for KT. But it's the game of baseball you truly never know.
We've seen some strange things at the ballpark this year, Andrew. You
Doogie,
never know.
Doogie again, the biggest question of the night for you guys. Can my Cubbies win the World Series this year? You're not going to like this answer. Did you forget about the LA Dodgers, mate?
That's the problem. That's the problem.
I do not think so. I think the best possible scenario, matter of fact, I'm still riding with the Phillies. I think it's either going to be the Dodgers or the Phillies out of the NL. Watch for the Atlanta Braves, too, a team who had a down season. Oh, my gosh, a back pick to second almost got him. This has just been the night for Hahn, Ed. He's wizard-like behind the plate. Fits in with the name, the KT Wiz. And again, the mask went flying, like you brought up earlier. See that? Oh. Almost caught Coot sleeping. Instead, it's 1-2. Still 2 on. Lofted fly ball into shallow right field. And no one gets it. Second error of the inning from KT, and the Aces have 11.
So that is the new second baseman is rookie Lim Sang-woo. So he's taken over at second. So he was struggling over there along with Bay, the center fielder, and the right fielder Ryu. So you're right, second error. I assume that's going to go to, well, I don't know. I'm not sure who gets that error.
Pinch hitter. It's now Addison Bishop Warren, but Ed, I think that was more on the right fielder, Ryu. Ryu had a shot at it. Now maybe he was distracted with his second baseman and his center fielder, but he had the best chance. He was right in front of it there.
Absolutely right. So, Addison Bishop Warren in for Jordan Ellis. Will play left field, you would assume.
Not unfamiliar territory for Bishop Warren. He started game 1 in left field. Ellis took over for him, and now a little bit of a switch up. Ellis starting this game, Bishop Warren taking over. A good platoon.
Yeah.
Platoon of teenagers.
So another strange inning. Just another quirky inning. Errors and attempted back picks and walks. Aces don't have a hit, and they get the bases loaded.
He did not go, according to Sutherland. Alan Sutherland out third base. 3-1 on the verge of another walk.
That's a good eye there from Bishop Warren. Here we go. Big pitch. Warren in real trouble here if he can't get Bishop worn out. Nah. Way outside.
Now the bases are juiced.
Loaded. Yeah,
you'd expect a conversation here, possibly.
Yeah. Apologies, I did say the bases were loaded earlier, but I forgot about the out there.
Looking like no mound visit. Matter of fact, Hahn is back in the dugout right now talking to his manager. He just had a chat with him, now back out on the field. But again, strange things happen in baseball. Ace is up 7, but why not put a few more runs on the board for breathing room and some more entertainment for the fans who've already watched 3 home runs tonight by the Aces. Again, what'd you say, Ed, earlier? Launching pad. It's been a launching pad tonight at Melbourne Ballpark. It's Gomez who left the yard in the 2nd inning. And he will be playing in the Mexican League coming up this spring and summer. Congratulations to Dario Gomez on his new signing. 1-1. And another reason to be an Aces player, you get to play on a stage like this with people watching. Again, obviously they were picking him up. Scouts were keyed in on Dario Gomez. Back pick to first. Oh, trying to keep him honest, Ed. Dario Gomez at one point in his career tore up the Pioneer League. He went 30 during a season. 30 home runs, 30 stolen bases. It's a ground ball to third base. That'll end it. Like Ed Wyatt said, a very strange inning. The Aces load the bases. They get 1. They take advantage of 2 errors. When it's all said and done, through 7 innings, the Aces lead by 7. We're getting close. 6 outs left to work with for KT in game number 2. Aces v KT Wiz Diamond Duel.
OmniGraphics, your leaders in super wide format printing across Australia. With 2 full-scale production facilities in Queensland and Victoria, our centres are equipped to handle the most ambitious printing projects, backed by a dedicated team of over 70 full-time staff. We specialise in a wide range of print formats, from billboards and banners to retail and events. We deliver impactful solutions that stand out in any environment. Our commitment to excellence includes continuous investment in cutting-edge technology, ensuring precision, speed, and reliability. This allows us to tackle even the most complex printing requirements with ease. Dream, design, deliver. Partner with OmniGraphics for your next printing project.
Game 2, Aces v KT Wiz Diamond Duel. We have a fan with a Hanwha jersey on. Hanwha Eagles played here last weekend in the Sky Battle. Aces up 7, just 6 outs away from setting up a winner-take-all Game 3 for the Diamond Duel trophy that will be tomorrow night to finish the season. Now, Ed, there were some good vibes in the crowd tonight. We saw fans dancing. A reason to dance for the Aces is that they've scored 11 runs. But now we will see the knuckleballer with his pitch dancing through the Melbourne air. Yes, the knuckleballer Min Her making his 3rd appearance for the Aces. He's pitched an inning and a third. He has not yet allowed a run.
Yeah, well, it's a strange night. That's all I can say. Thorpe comes out, just absolutely blitzes it. Then he sits down. Rutsky, who pitched on Monday, comes in, gives up 5 hits, 4 runs, struggles a little bit, and then now we get the knuckleballer. So it's a strange pitching setup tonight. I'm still trying to get my head around it.
For sure, Ed.
I just don't know. Got to ask Deebs after the game at some point. I'm looking and seeing the dugout. Who's up there now? Jamison Hill is up, warming up. So if Her has any issues, and I think Jeff Dunn will be happy he's not behind the plate tonight because he was involved in that third strike the other night that nobody really knew how many strikes there were, including us.
It's Her versus O. Here's the first pitch. It's up and away.
So O, Bay, and then you would assume Moon stays in and hits again for on.
KT was shut out until the 6th inning. They scored 2 then, 2 in the 7th. So consecutive innings, they put runs on the board.
Hit him. Look how he just stood there. Let it hit him.
Oh, we'll see first base. But Ed, remember, last outing for Min-Her, he struggled with control his first 2 batters, right? Finding that knuckleball, but then he bounced back and did not allow a run to score.
Yep, he did.
So sometimes that knuckleball, obviously a feel pitch, could take a few pitches to really get down. Bae-jung Dae. He's 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Misses everything into the other batter's box. 1-0.
Interesting to see the approach here from KT. I assume they'll just sit there and let Min make him throw strikes.
Another pitch. Low and away. Still looking for that first strike. Min-Her. Originally hailing from South Korea. Getting to play now 2 KBO teams.
That one was closer, but it was still high. Interesting to see if he can't find the plate, whether Deebs goes instantly to Jamison Hill or leaves him in.
Nearly. It almost catches the outside corner. But instead, runners at first and second. KT hanging around after winning a dramatic game number 1 in Geelong on Monday night, 8-7, holding on. Now they're in a bit of a different spot, trailing the entire time. They're kind of in the spot the Aces were in the first game. But Ed, you said Jamison Hill's up in the pen. That's a good arm to turn to in a jam because Jamison Hill went 3 innings against Hanwha in the Sky Battle. Did not allow a hit.
So this is Moon, who came in as a pinch hitter for On In Son. Was caught looking in the end of that inning there, that 6th inning where they scored 2 runs, and he was not controversial, but wasn't happy with the called third strike. That's another ball. It's in danger here, obviously, of loading the bases. No outs.
Her just can't find it right now.
No.
And again, it's a field pitch, so if you're an Aces fan, you're hoping he can find one and have a snowball effect, build off of it. A strike and a huge cheer from the crowd. 3-1.
It's got to feel good to get that across finally. So we'll see if your snowball theory holds water here.
The Henderson theory, just call it that. And there it is again. What did I tell you, Ed?
You may be right. You may be right.
So now
about
Min-Her
that?
is going to force Moon to swing the bat if he finds the zone again.
Yeah.
Let's see. Payoff. And over the head. So he comes all the way back, but instead, Her walks Moon, and the bases are loaded. Here comes John Diebel, the 7-time World Series champion. He signals to the pen, and it looks like Jamison Hill will take over. So Min-Her, 3 free passes. He will exit the game. Unfortunately, just didn't have the feel for the knuckleball tonight. All right.
Yeah, that's what you get with a knuckleball.
We'll break it down more in a moment. A big round of applause, but the Aces are going to the pen here in the 8th, up 7. Game 2, Aces v KT Wiz Diamond Duel. We're back. Bases loaded. Jamison Hill on the mound. We have a very great question from Donnie. What is the best piece of advice a mentor has ever gave you? Now, Donnie, I can't think of that off the top of my head, but I sort of have one quote that I like to live by as we see an Australian KT Wiz fan there. Ed will tell you the story in a second. But back to you, Donnie. It's more of a quote, and the quote is, I'd rather go 0 for 50 than 0 for 9. Because if you go 0 for 9, that means you lost confidence. So I live by that. Shoot your shot. I mean, that's the reason why I'm out here in Australia.
Yeah.
Shot my shot. Just keep shooting. Don't worry about the losses. Just keep believing in yourself. That's the quote. All right, Ed, take over.
Well, I'll give you one from TV, and this was a long time ago. We were doing a show, and we just said, that's good enough. You know, we were not feeling well or whatever, did it. And the cameraman said to me, he said, the viewer doesn't care. The viewer doesn't care that you're having a bad day or the conditions weren't great or whatever. The viewer just wants to see a good piece of television. And that's always stuck with me. Viewer doesn't care. Put your problems aside. Give the viewer what he wants. So anyway, that's probably the best TV advice I've ever gotten.
Well, thank you for giving that to me, Ed. Thank you. You gave me that TV advice, too. I'm going to hold on to that one as well. And you want to talk about the KT Wiz fan?
Yeah, that guy.
Because you were talking to me about that before the game. Go ahead, Ed.
Well, I saw him on 2 or 3 Korean articles. He was interviewed by Korean news services because he's a big fan of the KT Wiz. He watched them over when he was stationed in Korea, I think in the Marine Corps. So he's been a KT Wiz fan for a number of years.
Jamison Hill takes over in an Aces jam.
A pinch hitter, Kim Min-seok, who was the MVP of the Futures League series. And we got to play at the plate. No, he's in.
No play at the plate.
Wow.
It's 11-5 now, Aces. Both of the other runners advance 90 feet. We both did it at the same time.
Unraveling a little bit here.
You know, Ed, like you said, last inning, it has been a wild ball game. And it's not done at all because KT still moving and grooving here in the 8th, and now they just put in a very good player into this game. So they clearly think they still have a shot.
Yeah, he's a solid hitter, only 20 years old. It's a round 10 pick a couple years ago, but as I said, was the MVP of what's essentially the minor league championship game, the Futures League.
Jamison Hill, the right-hander, a starter by trade, but we have seen him for the Aces out of the pen. KT has scored in 3 straight frames. Off the plate, first base is open. On deck is Kwon Dong-jin, the second baseman who has stayed in the game in the midst of all these changes.
He's now at third, but yeah, he's still in there.
Started the game at second, now shifted over.
Yep.
And Kwon will bat with the bases loaded after that walk.
So that's 3 walks, a hit, batter, and a wild pitch in this inning so far.
For pretty much the whole game, the Aces have felt like they've been in control. They've been in the driver's seat. But a hit to the gap here, Ed, could just send this one into a complete frenzy.
Yeah. Big at-bat here. Double play obviously could change things in the Aces' favor.
Good block by DeLuca. And I do notice one thing. The Aces are playing normal depth with the infield, and that's what you want to do when you're up by 6, right? You're just looking for outs. Now, if this game, let's say if it was 11-8, 11-9, you would probably see the corners play in to get that force play at home, or even the whole infield play in. But the Aces are still feeling calm here in the 8th. Two balls now to Kwon.
More action in the Aces bullpen as well. Amaya.
Jamison Hill. Talented prospect, although he's down in the count. Spent a few seasons in the Arizona Diamondbacks farm system.
Kwon will be taking all the way here.
No doubt, Ed. No doubt. Here it comes. What?
Crazy.
Oh, my goodness.
Crazy. Green light, number 9 hitter who's 0 for 3.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Wow, I've never been so certain about a player taking. And that, well, it's baseball. That's why you love it. I love this game.
Oh.
And then on the corner,
wow.
Maybe J-Mo's feeling it a bit. All right. The plot thickens, Ed. Full count. Bases loaded. No one down.
Toss stayed alive. Did that sneak through
It did.
The curtain down there? It did, the fence.
It snuck through the net.
Yeah.
And now we have DeLuca, who looks like he's in some pain. Second time we've had a break for a catcher tonight. Hope he is all right. DeLuca starting his 5th game behind the plate for the Aces. New addition. And a good sign, a smile on his face. Now here comes John Diebel.
Of course, we have Jordan Sckett who could play.
Yep, so it was a foul tip off his glove and just got him in a weird spot. The toughest position on the diamond. Catcher, you're getting beat up back there all game long.
You can see kind of a wry smile on the face of Joe DeLuca. We'll get a look at it again. Not sure where it got him, on the arm maybe. Yeah, the wrist. Yeah, I think you're right. I think the wrist. Andrew was making the international sign of it hit him in the wrist up here in the booth.
I was showing Ed my wrist.
Yeah,
I was pointing to it.
I think you're right. I think that's what it was. And we're going to get a new catcher. We are going to have a new catcher come in. DeLuca's not going to be able to continue. That's a big blow.
It's Yutaro Takaguchi, and he is out of the dugout with the hustle on his way to have a chat with his pitcher, Jamison Hill. That'll do it. The end of the night for Joe DeLuca. We hope he's all right to start for Game 3, the finale tomorrow, which could be a winner-take-all if the Aces are able to hold on to this 6-run lead. But things are pretentious. Bases loaded. Remember, guys, it's still full count.
Jeez. This game just suddenly turned on its head. As soon as Thorpe left, it just went wacky.
And, I mean, it's been a great game. The ball has left the yard. There's been home runs. It's been,
I'm not complaining. Highly entertaining, but just it got wacky. The last few innings have just gone
very wacky. Very wacky ball game.
Just wild.
Well, thank you for joining us, folks, on this wacky night.
Enjoying it.
Game 2, and you better soak it in because tomorrow night, final game of the Aces 2025-26 season in the International Baseball Showdown. What a wild, bold ride it has been for the Melbourne Aces and the entire staff and the team that started back in Korea in the KBO Fall League in October. But here we are, J-Mo, full count, bases loaded. Hit on the nose to center field. It's playable, making the catches Gomez Runner tags, and runner will score. So first out of the inning, KT gets a run to cut it to 5.
Well hit by Kwon, but not far enough, obviously, but does bring a run in. 11-6, only one out, still 2 men on, so this inning is very much alive for KT Wiz.
You have the top of the order now, Ed. You have a player who's reached twice.
Yeah.
Ryu, who singled in the first, on the way from Hill. 0-1, and then you have Lee Kang-min, who's doubled and singled just in the last 2 innings. Couldn't handle the high heat, 0-2.
That's a good pitch.
Jamison Hill, after walking his first batter, is now commanding the zone. Has a lot of room to work with his new battery mate. Once again, Yutaro Takaguchi behind the plate. Dapper, J-Mo Fields in time at first, so cools things down a bit. Both runners advance, but 2 outs here in the 8th.
Big at-bat here for Lee Kang-min. Single does bring in probably 2 runs, makes it 11-8. That's a lot tighter if he can deliver here.
Interesting if you look up at the scoreboard here at Melbourne Ballpark. All zeros through 5 for KT, and then 2 in the 6th, 2 in the 7th, and 2 in the 8th. 2-2-2. But of course, they don't want to stop with 2 here. A golden opportunity. You're still down 5, but again, a base hit to cut it to 3. Then things get really interesting.
Yep.
Ooh, good stuff from J-Mo. That fastball, a little bit of ride to it. He's throwing it up in the zone, in on the hands of hitters, and they just can't catch up. Into right. Here comes Coot, long way. He makes the grab. That'll do it. Fine work by Jamison Hill. KT gets 2 again in the 8th. Ace is up 5, looking to extend their lead in the bottom of the 8th, trying to force a winner-take-all Game 3 tomorrow night. It's Game 2, Aces v. KT Wiz Diamond Duel. What's going on, folks? Bottom of the 8th inning. Ace is up 5, game number 2. Aces v. KT Wiz Diamond Duel. Andy, just a quick congrats to my nephew Logan. Bat boy in the KT dugout. He just made the futures. Can't wait to see the little dude thrive. Yeah, Logan, great job you're doing down there. Great work. Shout out to you, Andy, for congratulating your nephew. We love the Bat Boys, the best Bat Boys in the business here at Melbourne Ballpark. Always, always.
New pitcher, Sun Dong-hyun, 25, just turned 25 in January. Sources tell me, Andrew, unique delivery, slider, changeup, and splitter was 5-0 last year.
Unique delivery. Well, it's a lot of pressure. I mean,
let's wait and see.
How unique? Let's check it out.
Let's see what we got.
I could see with the way he sort of turns the ball, the way his slot is, the ball kind of goes behind his ear. That's what I picked up from that first pitch. 0-1.
Yeah, he's got that glove. See how he holds it up there against his head to start with?
The pitch calm. Yeah, I can see how it would be tough to pick up from the spot his slot is. It just looks like it goes behind the ear a little bit. The ball does. To Morgan McCullough. Oh, he almost did it on 3 pitches. Close off the inside.
It's interesting.
Corner a ball according to Pat White. Again, Pat White making his first appearance behind the plate. Congratulations, Pat White.
Great to see a new umpire in there.
1-2. We have a question. Here comes the pitch. It is ball 2. What is your favorite home run of tonight so far? Oh, I got to say, Jordan Ellis.
Yeah.
The way it was hooking down the line. And if it's fair, it's gone. And, that was a fun call to do. But Gomez, that was a nasty home run to right center field. And, of course, we can't forget about Jordan Sckett, who went to left center. It's hard to choose. Like, they're all fun calls, and they were all no-doubters, too. So for Ed and I to get hyped, it's easier. The ones that you don't like as a broadcaster, I'll give you this. Now, you never hate a home run, of course, as 3-2 coming. Laced to left field, but it's going to hang up for Kim to make the catch. But again, as a broadcaster, the ones you don't like are the ones that are lifted and they kind of carry in the wind. And so you can't really make an emphatic call. You're just like, it's a fly ball to right. It's going back. It's going back, going back. Oh, and then it's gone. So you kind of have to. You can't really make it cinematic, I would say, or make it feel movie-like.
Agreed.
But when it's a no-doubter like Gomez and Sckett and Ellis, you can be like, whoa, there it goes.
you can get ready for the call, can't you?
And behind the curtain, guys, the worst is when, this was the home run, the one that hooked. The worst is when you think you have a no-doubt home run, right? And then the wind keeps it in, and
it's caught at the warning track.
And I did that. On Calvin Estrada in Game 1 of the Sky Battle, if you guys remember. And you guys hopefully don't. I mean, hopefully you have more important things going on in your life, which you do, as Daryl George is up in the count 2-0 here. Hopefully you have more important things. But that was a night where the wind was blowing way in, and Estrada hit a moonshot. I'm like, Estrada! It's caught. Behind the curtain tonight, as Ed said earlier.
Yeah, it is, and this is a tough ballpark to call sometimes, especially at night when the lighting in center field is tricky to pick up and the wind is playing havoc.
Oh, Georgie! Put that one in the documentary! It is way gone! Daryl George, clear, full, takeoff.
Appropriate that we were talking about home run calls. And you knew that one straight away.
Oh, man, they've all been no-doubters. Yeah. That one looked like it went over the trees, over that fence. There's a double fence out there in left field, so there's the home run fence, and past the bullpens there's another chain link. That went over the chain link. I think it may have gone over the trees. Jeez.
I'm afraid those ABC guys left. What a great call. Put that one in the duck.
Oh, it's a fun night at the ballpark.
That was a beauty.
Oh, man. I'm going to miss you, Ed, man. I'm going to miss you.
I'm going to send him a tape of that one.
Whoa, that one went way foul, but I think Estrada wants to join the power show. Yeah, I think you can tell with that swing. Oh, George, that was just...
Oh, man. They can download that off of YouTube. Get a good YouTube
there
downloader.
Get
pop it in there.
A little shout out too. Maybe they put the call in there, the documentary call.
I love it.
Yeah? Cut me a slice of the revenue from the documentary.
Unfortunately, the ABC is government funded, so you're probably not going to get a lot of money.
Come on, guys. I want 10% for that. Give Ed Wyatt 5%.
Oh, man, what a shot that was. It's just so appropriate. We were talking about home run calls thanks to that question, and all of a sudden, Georgie goes yard.
I have to give all the credit to the fans for that
100%.
one. We didn't get a name, but again, this all goes back to the wonderful Aces fans. Aces up 6. And they are inching closer to taking game 2, knotting up the series, Ed, against the mighty KT Wiz. Remember, before last season, 5 times in a row, they made the KBO postseason. A great squad, and Daryl George, man, uses his legs. I just love his swing, man. What do you think, Ed?
Yeah, beautiful.
It's a walk. Calvin Estrada reaches again. That's time number 4. He's been a busy man.
Brings up Coot again. Gets a second at-bat.
Jeez. Man, the Aces Instagram and Facebook account is going to be flooded tonight with home runs on the highlights. Coot with 1 on, 1 out. He reached on that interesting error his last time up.
Daryl's like, yeah, I've done this a few times.
Matter of fact, the most out of any ace. Ace's home run record belongs to Daryl George, and he just keeps adding to it. He did it on Monday night in Geelong, and that one was crazy, Ed. Should have seen the bat flip. He had a bat flip in game number 1. Now, game number 2. Well, Daryl George, I mean, you've homered in each of the first 2 games. I mean, he has to do it in game 3, right? To just end out the season. Yeah. He might as well.
Of course.
George had been battling injuries to start the season, did not take the trip to Korea for the KBO Fall League. He missed out on the first series, and now we finally see him finding his stride and his groove. Swung on and missed. That'll do it for Coot. 2 outs. And that'll bring up Jordan Sckett. But again, Ed, it's like if you're an Aces fan, you're thinking, dang, I wish the season could keep going because Daryl George got really hot at the end.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Let's schedule it. Let's schedule another series. Why not?
Yeah. Let's get on Justin Huber.
Let's get.
Hey, Hubes. Who you got
Justin.
coming in?
Justin, we got to do one more, man. Justin, Brett, Mel, Surly, Stu, Mick, everyone. Yeah, we got to get everyone on this. Jade, we're doing one more, folks. Doing one more. And it's been such a fun season for the Aces. Again, a bold move going fully international, hosting a full schedule here at home. Never been done before quite like this after the KBO Fall League. And just like the Aces have tonight, well, with the season, Ed, they've knocked it out of the park, and it's been a joy to be a part of.
Yeah, it's been a fun year. We didn't know what to expect. It's definitely one of those unique seasons, but it has been an absolute blast, Andrew.
Sckett, chopper to second base. That'll end the inning. They take the short route. But Daryl George gives us a reason to jump out of our seats. The Aces up 6. All they need is 3 more outs, and we will end the season on a winner-take-all. Ed, we got it. We got it.
Yeah,
Game 2, headed into the 9th inning. Aces v KT Wiz Diamond Duel.
At the Sporting Globe, we're a little different to other pubs and bars. We have more than just cooks, we have chefs. We have more than bar service, we have table service. We have more than specials, we have specialties. We have more than live sporting events, we have atmosphere. And we have more than customers, we have fans. It's more than a sports bar, it's a Sporting Globe.
OmniGraphics, your leaders in super wide format printing across Australia. With 2 full-scale production facilities in Queensland and Victoria, our centres are equipped to handle the most ambitious printing projects, backed by a dedicated team of over 70 full-time staff. We specialise in a wide range of print formats, from billboards and banners to retail and events. We deliver impactful solutions that stand out in any environment. Our commitment to excellence includes continuous investment in cutting-edge technology, ensuring precision, speed, and reliability. This allows us to tackle even the most complex printing requirements with ease. Dream, design, deliver. Partner with Omnigraphics for your next printing project.
At the Sporting Guide, we're a little...
Aces up 6, looking to put a bow on it in Game 2 and force a winner-take-all Game 3, which would be tomorrow night here in the Aces v KT Wiz Diamond Duel. It's a Japanese combo. The battery mates, it's Yutaro Takiguchi behind the plate and Kodai Hamaya on the mound. The former NPB arm, he has been excellent for the Aces in the International Baseball Showdown. More on Hamaya. 6 innings pitched, has not allowed a run. Just only 1 hit, and he is celebrating some very fantastic news as it's 1-0. He is now a full-time citizen of Australia. He got his citizenship just in the last week, and he was very excited, joyous. He had been working on that for a few years. Hamaya. It's a ground ball up the middle. The Wizard, the throw. Oh, he got him.
Wow. Wow. I'm lost for words on that play. That was so good from McCullough, but also the stretch from Jordan Sckett. Wow, what a play.
Jeez, all I can do is laugh. Like, come on, man.
You got to feel bad for Lim Sang-woo, who comes in. Looks like he's got a hit. First hit of the game. And he gets thrown out on that.
Both sides. That's a 1-2 punch. McCullough and Sckett. McCullough was so smooth. That looked like Robbie Cano in 2009 for the Yankees over there at second base. Looked like Brandon Phillips, prime with the Cincinnati Reds, or whoever you want to compare it to. 1-1.
Well, think about it. You had Belbin, you had Bird, now you got Sckett, all making these great plays at first.
Seriously. And you already have a hot pitcher in Kodai Hamaya, and you help him out even more.
Yeah.
It's like, seriously, nothing you could do if you're KT. The Aces are inching closer.
This is Lee Hyun-jung, second at-bat of the night for him.
Smile from Hamaya, the father of 3. His family watching back home in Japan. Yutaro Takiguchi, his family also watching in Japan. Yutaro's father actually got to come down for a series.
That's right.
A few weeks back and got to meet him. It was great. Exciting times for Kodai Hamaya and his fresh citizenship. Count is now 2-2. Excuse me, it was full. Now it's a walk. So 1 out, runner aboard. KT just won't go away. One more look at the ridiculous play. And what made it ridiculous was how fast McCullough got to the ball, Ed, and how he threw from that low arm slot. He was able to sling it sidearm on the move, not waste a single millisecond. And then, of course, the stretch from Jordan Sckett on the other end.
Got another pinch hitter, Kim Yeon-hui, 18-year-old rookie. Got a little intel on him too, Andrew. He won a high school home run award for the most home runs in a I think it was a big tournament, but power hitter.
Oh,
it was named after someone that I didn't recognize the name, obviously, but he was the winner of this home run award in high school. So he can hit. He's only 18, round 3 pick in this year's draft.
Well, Man, your sources in Suwon are working overtime tonight, I will say that.
I've got him working hard.
And does he want to join the power party? You said he has some pop. I mean, there's been 4 home runs tonight, all by the Aces.
Oh, wow. That was the outside of the outside corner.
We're about through game 2, almost. 7 combined bombs between these two teams. Good pitch to make it 2-2, and in the really Sky good battle, Ed.
Really good pitch.
There was some great hitting, I will say that, but mainly the story was the pitching in the Sky battle.
Yeah.
And then here in this series, 7 bombs, it's like completely different story. 2-2. Here it comes from Hamaya. Nearly ties him up. Hamaya didn't agree, but here it comes. It's going to be a payoff pitch. Ball 4, back-to-back walks.
That's a good
uncharacteristic.
That's a good eye from an 18-year-old known as a power hitter, to be honest. You'd think he'd be swinging at that. That's a really good at-bat from him. That's
a dangerous combo, and that's a combo that teams like to scout. Obviously, the power plus discipline equals, a really good hitter. And when I think of power plus discipline, I think of Juan Soto first thing. When Juan Soto, was 18, 19 years old, and he had an eye like that and could drive the ball out of the park. No, I'm not saying he's Juan Soto. Obviously, that's huge shoes to fill, but I'm just saying, like, that's a very good trait that scouts can see early on, power plus discipline.
Yep.
And that's when, obviously, you draft those guys, you sign those guys, and you give them good time and hopefully work them up the Futures League fast, and they can start performing for your team at the highest level.
Yep, absolutely.
This inning started with that crazy McCullough play. 2 walks after. Big rip and a miss from base Jung Dae. Now, Bae has played all game. They haven't taken him out. There's been a lot of changes, but that's been one constant, the center fielder. Smacked into right. Here comes Coot again. Long way down the line, and Coot makes the catch. Seen a couple of nice plays by Ace's right fielders manning the grass. There are now 2 down in the 9th.
Yeah, Coot's done well, considering we didn't even have him on our roster. Had to get someone yelling his name to us. Good stuff from him. Maribyrnong Sports Academy youngster. Here's Moon Song Churl.
Last chance for the KT Wiz. Ooh. High cheese. Hits the rat.
Big cut.
How about this? The Ace is about to set up a winner-take-all Game 3 in the Aces v KT Wiz Diamond Duel. Ground ball to Kimmy. Kimmy fields to second, and they got him. Kodai Hamaya stamps it. The Aces bounce back and win game number 2. The Aces v KT Wiz Diamond Duel, a score of 12-6, and it was a wild one.
We talked about what a strange game it was, and it clearly was a strange game. 18 runs, 18 hits, 3 errors, a lot of home runs.
4 home runs.
Crazy game.
Homers from Dario Gomez, Jordan Sckett, Jordan Ellis, and of course to cap it off, the longtime ace, Darryl George, who went yard in the 8th inning. Again, put that on the documentary. But the Aces, in a game where they lost on Monday, where they were down 5-0 in the first, never had a lead, never had control. A key to game number 2, as we talked about early on, was getting control. They did, and they never looked back.
We're looking at some highlights here, but you can split this game into 2 halves, in my opinion. You've got Lewis Thorpe going an incredible 5 innings. And then after that, KT climbed right back into it. Luckily, the Aces already had the 7 runs in that second inning.
We'll give it a break. We'll hand it to our fireworks show, and Ed and I will have a final word with you after this game, too. All right, Ed. What a night. It was one of the most beautiful nights of summer. Perfect weather. Literally zero wind. It was almost odd. It was just a gorgeous day for Friday Night Baseball. And how about the amazing fireworks show, the cherry on top to cap it off? The Aces leave the yard 4 times, 4 home runs. They never trail. They jumped out to make it 7-0. It was Lewis Thorpe, as you'd expect, another fine performance. He went 5 innings, no earned runs.
Yeah, he was fantastic. After that, Aces pitchers allowed KT to climb back into it a little bit, which shows you a bit about this club. KT Wiz, they're not going to give up. They're going to keep fighting, and obviously it's spring training, so they're not going to necessarily go full out to try and, they're not going to throw in guys that aren't ready to play yet, but pretty competitive stuff. Big hitting from the Aces. We talked about that in the pregame, that the bats needed to come alive, and they did. They really did.
Folks, the finale of the 2025-2026 season will be a winner-take-all game for the Diamond Duel Trophy. Tomorrow night, Saturday night, 7 p.m. If you haven't, grab your tickets. And, of course, if you can't make the game, you know where to watch right here on the Melbourne Aces YouTube channel. Live and free. Aces win Game 2 by a score of 12-6. It has been the legendary, the famous Ed Wyatt, and, of course, your boy, me, yours truly, Andrew Henderson. Andrew and Ed. Have a good night, y'all. Take care. We will see you tomorrow, same time, same place. Who is going to take the Diamond Duel Trophy?